production. Ye chagu live on Facebook and YouTube. Obeti me send your comments and no message no ewo your WhatsApp line 059-853-7379 059-853-7379. Ebe ken kind of breast after more a day amount. Production crew one more aya abwalangad wa had den Joe Adami Abdumagjero Saje my free ma Nanaya Safo and Abdullah Dasmani Wanda Roman Yombo Michidom Ye facility Kabiama this way chocolate drink you will specialize the mineral water at Best Point Savings and Loans Limited and a Kunlu Ghana Limited Wanda Roman Yumakwe and Tina Ye Sinkonya Moson for MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO Mena Martina Germano Ubeti me aframe me biamzi one eshampa bwana so se shoe se bia meti ha biama ma hye me shoe na me dete ha a meye madwuma tane esi mia me fa no se frema wo honhom ani se dien atenka me minya no frema enya sa atenka ne bida oda me enya sa atenka ne bida magjerry enya sa atenka ne bida shoe na ehye me no me nko a na ehye me eti se ne esi hwe me fa se ewrowro me se etesan no menko a na metenka ewo mu what you say tie me na me ka asam e de akyerew de me pese me ka kyerew nyina ne se niya wo fam no wo na wo tenka wo enti emma obi emfa sebe ne 6 emeda ne 9 ana se me sesa 9 niya wo ya wo be feel comfortable hwe enche na nipa ewu enche na yare abonipa enche na problems bebre ato nipa enti nia wo ya wo feel say within your heart deep down your heart eno na ma wo feel comfortable ene na ma wo ho eto ene na ma wo ho me eka ho no minia ye why ye eni nipa no achi na wudi nipa no achi a wodi wapampam ebe nante efom ama wo nan ahwehwe soro enso still nipa beka ho asem nipa kasa na nipa bekoso akasa tani etai can say observers are always worried no sa nipa kasa oya papa ebeka de obeye bia nipa beka enti odofoi masa odobroni a wutie mi awie ye de wo ho beto wo ton ye de wo ho beto na ye de ebema wo ne onyankopon ntem aye kama enti ne wo ye no wadwene mu wakoma mu usu se that is the right thing. Eno ne ade a eye eno ne kwampa no a menam so no a membuki obia de obia beka dede na wo mo eye wa kire hono mo no don't give a damn about it ye de wo ho beto ye de bema wa feel happy de bema wanya peace ye de bema wa ye fulfilled eno na me say yeah because life is too short ne wo fa mo no na ate ase ni ekoso wa brabom no wonkwa na wonim bra wo bre no wonkwa na wonim obi enka ho and don't let people's opinion define how you should live your life ye de wo ho beto because dua mono ebu dua wuye nsoso ebu ahaba mono ete abandada ensote sika na wanya dibi fabiji wani odofo fabiji wani o nefa kakra to ho da achi asemti fabiji wani so kire kom se sika wo hono mo a aduane wo ho adibi enkire kom ma yem kotwa kuro what you say e wo bra e bia na wo kire kom de atwen bibia nim eno wo ho ba se sika wo ho nanso me mei ya me pe bia guo mo ho fan ko se he edan ya wo besi amom no wo mo ba wo beka se nya fa atwam ombebu agu esi foforo didi se tea na akondo anum bi se ayi efense fried rice na akondo dibi wo pese wo pie ekọ club a pie ko wo pese your friend say worship program bi ko so pese wo so ko join bi pie ko live life because we are saying yede biriki tuwa bi na nipa hye bere asesa etisika kutawa hwibi didi man ho ntow edusa wo ye fasting de atwen bibia na ma yere ho ye bibia ni ho sa hwen haw bibia haw Send us a media may be day. Obi awo na no me kan ayibi oba bere wa wonya 80 years ne ba ene ne nana na atu agu so ebo no so mbe ku no ono na tini fie o ifie a wabre ne mogya ni asi na ne ba ne ti hobi one ne nana o maka bom so mbe ku no ampa de niema bobo abere wa itirim epapai no emma se nye adombiri emroso bi a nka bai na maame na wu edi abusia bezi unya sika di bi because enkoda no kura wo yire wo a wo hwe wo mo a wadwe ne so wo mo ba benyina hwe wo no o mbenyini abeda no machi ama wa hwe ye wo mobro wo ba che tawawisi wate. It is a way saving be a fine. Ubasha mano nyankopon di one man say it's your responsibility. Take care of them. But don't so you know that. Teach through any no man. A man no mun live from hand to mouth no. Mun should be ye. Because nkokura brim ewo ho. Say you wadwen say wonso wonhwe wo ma endu se bu sika nyina nkokura brim a ubenwanso wawu agya ho. Se wo bo abro ese wo wonhwe wo ma efa hekosi bonsi nyame be pagya sa ankoda no so ya wo ye yie nyame be pagya wo mo no ma ye yie na afi wo na asi ho no no ani matwa o afi o gibibi afiri wo ba ho ana wo ba kura afiri nipem e di bibi brewo a na wo yem unsunu mu utire ani awu e wo utirim. Your children are your responsibility. Shewon, but don't neglect yourself. We enene ewie Medijamo, a special good afternoon to all ears listening to me this afternoon at this moment. Obia sumbia ATM ye bia memao special good afternoon. Nyamisha eni sopa. I'm so grateful. Say ene ewie odi we fidie na ato Neat FM na utie me mind. Kana wu ensamo de eba na yetimi abobo ho na obia etimi akire na dwen na de menua be ma Jerry oni ha eti ene menkwa ena me bom tew na me mane mmem na samo be kaye a 2024 yeto aba ewieye no ye kenkan the results na ba ne ho nkro ne ba no a etese ye kan dru ba bia tumu se ba bia adru no ye dru akiri. Iti na Sabre no NPP presidential candidate, His Excellency former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia o concede defeat. No so magiatum ye hwe ne a ekoso nyina ne ade a betimu se ne aka kire no kura no se ye de beka ye de ho kura nya de befa. Enti magiatum even though na Electoral Commission and declare results no eye. Na meme dear, to me, this is my opinion. And now the main answer. Na same way ho. And na ebinom e kasa ye say ni senka or consider defeat. Ebi so say ebi say obey ne dear. The harm has already been done. Na it's good. Say oh yes sir. To me biama. Ma dwimu dear. E sevi niema bebre. Because one concede and anka obia air train say Electoral Commission ebeba abe declare results are anka nieme bisi wo Ghana no and you have no idea. It is good, it is a plus. Ha say oba out ebe kan say calculations ayaye minus and subtraction ne multiplication ne addition ne hwan nyina division aye nyina no yehunu se dia ka chire mposi de beka NPP de ho a enya de befa enti magiatum ma concede defeat asem we na monitor NPP one presidential friends flag bearer and presidential race flag bearer race wo guso mo bo apro na dia betodwa ene se honorable Kennedy ohene Japan ono so edine de namu ene o chese senka wono na sabre no oye NPP presidential candidate ya ankon concede defeat da opembra electoral commission ebe declare results no enti na madwene mu no na say na say Dr. Bawumia e concede defeat no wa anya de ana amwa party no ana a wrong move ana. But MAAME BIAMAH dear, to me, it was the best. Because after electoral commission, and before electoral commission cry ebe declare results no. Some who near me course. Muhu luti near dear course. Electoral commission declare results in a year. Muhu echera se mote near course. It is enka yen declare the munga mu ena kibisi. It me dear non kwa dear mi tuche Emma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for doing that, for taking that step. A boy pa. Onso so. Ususu says ana muntu no. A wrong move. And I say it was the best. 0302243540. Bremame. Nebechere wa dream mame. Immediatem. Emekasa kasentri. Emechia bra. Nebekawasem. Period. Second time. Mibi to her. Na finchi ebi awon. Wababechia. 0302243540. Mahai.
Yeah.
Bacho ni baby afrefio.
Mami soja weye well ni abema na amwa kuni.
Yetio.
Mami soja topic na de ato ho na o hechire mu no. Mene ekwem so mene ire kere Japan aya adwen awo kwem so ni se nti mami soja. Uji say abana ya to no ye to presidential and ye to parliamentary. Go ya to ye dika cap presidential wi a o say cap parliamentary. Ta ni bana obaji tu mu ntem no. Ano ka ho bi na MPP ye no so be ye sit be bria na margin ye close. The bit is Ablekuma North. Na MPP awini na esa margin ye close until na before at the tax of who does e go di ho boss no. Hwe Okako Central Patrick Buama ho. Aba wa wini e so esa say ye ba ba gi tu mu ntirum and men for macho men akodi bo say by ye dikema o say nwa wini e ko so won sawom. Ndi esa ga o train ma every bam kakra so na we go get no who say na MPs no no election wo mu jina brand so na wa consider defeat no before the ba na ojitu so lose no na MPs do say MPs do so no say nwa wini no do so wini no you do ko for yenya but open ba jitu no and MPs be lose no mo seat we about we jali amed ho akake tuwa bia ko ni eja ko mo gifi nsem ba me ko na MPP awini and jira jitu mu ntawo de ma we ga wa party no wa party ba ba no kwa de me ni ya jo ta kwa no
me da se pera den ka so ho. Oh, good afternoon.
Biamah?
Yes.
Calling for me.
Yo, Bempa, it's you.
That's it. Any topic here, what they are to jara. Now, Oka assembly, a man here Ghana for the past say, one giant to Munsua. Okay, today, a home ceremony, the baby training so. Okay, bet me as for no one as on mine. Biamah, share, you know, my young, yeah. Only imagine say 2016 yet to aba political party will be lose political party will be released 2024 you know memuha and electoral commission 2016 say no memuha and so yet to aba NDC you lose you win 2024 obi ehun sampa emu jaho MPP elusu omwakasa na te approve kwen say enyoma ginsem eti again na we supporter wodi amanyoku MPP here and na say we fagbra obeka say eye wodi na te say wo kasa no sebi boapa yo bi wo timi say ma me ka we na me fanya nipa any favor na mo kasa ha we na wo say to abama no che ma ye nye bibi sebi oh my God na wo hu say the investors amafo ni nam akwa sisi wo amanhodo so Ghana ye ti obi kura da ada na ye amuma ye mfasa so je no kura nye reference eti ni imagine say Bawumia eni so we lusu ana o si chenchina che me jitum supporters mo wai woni die na krebesie woni me seven yanum MPP quite complicated aye nyina ye free radio say che aye do radio enye pa party no sabi uwu a o meje nkwa wo bi donyame ye nyina me wan DC uwu PP pa enne wu ye pinyfo no ba na omu besu ade achi omu siko piom itu no kura wo ho a mo yenka na ye nyina ye ka boma ana o man be yi
me da sepi Mahaim
Yenyo minyaba
Oba Paros yenko
mana oba say
Hey
na kasa free
me na me do kwama Oba Paros Yesu kwacha me yenko e mana oba
anyawe ni oba kasa papa no ni oye no oye mfumso bia na oboa onim de oka sabi mfrere ma papa no ni monyam sa ahuri ko soro ka ho sabi mfrere owo mu se ade no se dese enye me ma ho ye bia ma no bia ate tension bi wo so ate bi se me kwa ma ji chede papa no oye ade ne kwa so pepepepe no oye no ma no monyam sa ahuri ko soro chen na le se na tie no kra ade se nza bia ma ye kra no o se wo to wache ya o ya kra se ma fa to me se after the bomb pay the agora only you change your can see no now we need then now say they we need na ya free some ya ni and ya lose o ye ni papa ni mo ano but that's me ba
yo me se me da sepi Mahaim
Nyame asumje enkamo awie we papa
yo en council alaji
yo be mame asam ya odi ababa to dwa wo ye we no asombo ankasa so ehie Ghana fo me mame ye obia ya brama ba adru dia a obaya a awiase beji watu se oye brama but oye no krofo so a asesa oye ma wiase oye ma oman oye ma omo amakwa anyehie mu die alaji doctor a obaba kanu obia nuwa sebe obotuma kese onye brama ana onimdiaye onimdia fata na onimdia ehie no a awenenim antino obaba ka emre bi yedi MPP fo akọ court ama the president nanke ono anim se ono na wanwini but o se me manti magietum ono no obaba bakasa ye bone ana na denti na doctor bakase na obi betu bakase de waka no onkanie mama miye de waka no enu ano no owo adibi wo nim a wo pese wo yema oman a den na obaya abebrese na wo ye bone facha na die a betu na kuma mu wo se ma mi beka no se ama na nim nyam ehuri ekoso ta na mrowafo pe ta na nkokorafo pe ta na nkwala na nke obokọ a wonchirimu no abe he yakase wo anya tumi ahwadi a di bebe show mu no se kan kura na se ja wo nsuro because yes wo na ukite tumi enti tumi na asia no no ono so mama nua no mu ye yanjin tum na ko keki ka no afahwemba manosi medaso bebre
me so me da sepi Mahaim
oh yeah MAAME BIAMAH pom ti say o
nyame adom pa cho de ni bebe afrefi
oh na tell me do fire me free kaso a
we offer you it you
yo ya da wasi ya mi sha pa aduma pa wo ye boa da no yo em say the mechanic say we ni ya atama se ta me bi si sa also eba na sa na ojutu mu o kanu adona ba na ye to na wo se fulu so a anyo bi na beka tere ojutu mpeko wutumi ta so na obi a beka se bia wo ye nipa bone ni ana MAAME BIAMAH ni say meka se mi so ba ko bi em say wo boa ko for the thing say me ye ndisi branch ama ewo kaswa na ya to aba ni wienu ai MP no ofra no pa na on cha dem twi nimpa isi ameme ya brother me prime minister nke say ai ebia ope bebi na odi yakwasara ya drive ono so ya ka bia obi ankasa ya ho nti meso wa bomodi ana di wudwo mama me wa mesra wo pa
yo mate me ne majari betu ho anamo Mahaim
ya inowa
Vakebi
ebetimi ayo
yenkoi it's you
mame money yo enne meke bi na mame nkasem chiro hwe eno ne problem ayewo asɛm a owura Kennedy Japan kan no me busa no no wɔkyerɛkyerɛ mu a maame kɛyɛ different nipa bebree nti ase hwɛ ɛyɛ Isaac Brako one of the daughter also nipa ni dana na ya okasi busa na me wira ho asɛm no bi wɔ hɔ a nipa deɛ wɔka no wonti ase so ɔkasa wa na wa na wofam ebi a 10 seconds na de kasɛm a na amoa deɛ nti a ama asɛm no abasa Dr. Bahumia obi enkasa de waye bibi a enye ne na ade sɛ de sitie ne sɛ hwɛ maame wo fi Sabrikumanov de si yes IGP said that time na Akufo-Addo na president sɛ what they president ne ade a ke mutumi akɔ sɛ IGP emfa security nkɔhɔ me declare one year or something debi ade no de a bad senti no onipa all bad fees were take over entiam what the bully ebem that is where owura Kennedy Japan no kase na ko se yetu ebu ase na parliamentary ne clear ansana wadi atum because wo gitum no office wadi nkunim ntini nkofo take over parliamentary ni bibia ena ma ho kire baaye that is where o kase wodi hu agi ade ne tum saa na the problem aba entinye se okogitum ntem na enye nya ne saa nya asem no nya saa na tie se wadi ntin wadi atum ntem wakakuleti MPP brebi o mu di nkunim saa o mu kakuleti ya o mu ainom se yedi nkunim no makra ntem saa na de tie ne se asem ne pɔ ne se time o kogitum mu no na ye nkofo no bebre ye huna no etugitum no na ma o mu nya ahoden na o mu take over se ya gi atum ye ya bedi nkunim dia ye babomo ni agi seat no de ye o dia kora bi na mo akonsite example actually say wukọ Abdulkumanov wukọ baby to say Patrick Boama wukọ baby nsa wo mo adu agiri e ade sisi ye no say can na declaration na wa ye no a ka there's no way say income no be take over ayesa that is asem no for nti ye musa owura Kennedy Japan no obekirem ade a waka obekirem akire wo say de nti e ma me ka say ni no kasa ani da no wa anka ho no say wukọ gitu mu nti na ma say baaye nti ye twa the short ne ye de I prefer to say Kennedy Japan say yeah Bahumia ye nenye mesre ye masa anti ase ni nyadwuma ni party ase
me da say mahan
yeah na mama
pacho di ni baby afrefi
MAAME BIAMAH pacho family agbaja
yo pacho itio
pacho makasafia nkara ya pacho maminchia mi bro kasachi misi ya kedi ke bi mi cha ya from mami ni o mu ni se o kwa kesi a obi apeso kanye ma ebia delegates be di o ma tumo ba ye be sere MPP ase two na we o mo teacher for no o kasa na ya doso o mo to o mo leaders ni fu se so mo ko form ho a o mo kanye o mo betumi aye se na se bia nyame yo marundu na se bia delegates ni di initial mo sa die na o betumi aye di aboa MPP ni o man no enu na o mo sha senka wantem na memi Kennedy asemo ka ye tabiu me hunfun so bia on bia na okoye no obi bisa kosan bi efa sa asem no na bia oyi ano enti ni pacho omu technical why na baomia alaji nsusu ye besere okoje na baabi ka se 2012 onu na obuogba pinshit ano bi pacho enu ehu hia na wo ye di ye your chairman of economics MPP for 8 years dollar from 3.80% to 17 what do you know na fe wo kwa ko kan yo betumi aye se wo bedie mu a die na wo ba be ye abo man no anu na ho hia wa ye betro mu na mu ye hia omo wo opposition yo se ne be ya se ndi sichi a omo betumi atemi se me da se bi ma no
Mr. Midas say hello mahan
ya medio
di ni baby afrefi
me passion your friend Dr. Newman Afrefi tema community
itio
me da say mami ni obeka say Dr. George Tumu no na ma parliament e rusu en bialan ka say me so boa me hu say me so boa ono parliamentarians no omo wo ho obi je hobi omo everything so ma de e to mo mo ni da hormone no omo se da bi ye wi ame no omo na insist ye na and omo se wi ni ye no so that say the presidential so figure na buy no o kaya ye 2016 no abi pitu say ye wi ni that somebody say the kaya buy ka say we are comfortable league no na wo 2 foot go the go for ni maybe before me say ye wi ni but ye try easy it really say president what is mama president mama somebody taking on this taking us or just move kind of for course of receive us and or just move I don't mean can hear pa oh doctor who said that be they can no melu so we teachers are can na come ho melu so the team make to matter so parliamentarians also go to lose but will be so be our winning it doesn't make sense to be somebody that say yeah doctor you to me no and am also parliamentary also due to be also lose wow it's not bad come mo Uba say ya Tabawes says ya shake. Oh, there Tabawes, think I mean. Oh, or no, what time the pen come on you or do Korea no. Tell me no pay or fight for unity. And then I say shake the car for Tabawes. That's in it. And who point shot this Papa here? Mammy does it.
Minsumi da say. Mahai.
Hello, my brother.
But what didn't be afraid?
My uncle to you.
Your uncle, yet you.
Yeah, me sure, baby. My brother, I'll say, MP Profo, you're born more than you see about you. Now, campaign I know. As you are, you're more than any answer to the honor, and some uncle for the camp. The master me on the work can get here. So, Pierre, some on number that, or the cat the master me. You're in the upper limit. Or then we're going to walk at that. Dr. Bawumia, I said a general gift to me or your one. The man be a man cast and show. Say, what to a baby? And you mean 5 o'clock. No one started walking Kenya. Letter permission how many hours today? All will declare. Yes, I'm there 2 hours. Mommy, I heard them there.
Correct.
Our 72 hours to declare the result. Oh, and Yatwaba 5 o'clock. Here we are working kind. And I'm at 1 o'clock. I'm not 12 from where. Oh, no. President, Vice President Timba about 30 defeat. The defeat you about 30. You got done a Yatwaba. Abana Yatwono, also president, I don't know. Also parliamentary, also presidential and also parliamentary. In the Ghana, Abana Yatwono again. Oh, maybe I'll bet to me. That time, no. Most of the constituencies, I'm an Wogura Wakaya. I've been Wogura Wakaya. Constituency, there you are. You want to mark the baby, no, when declare the way we're in. No, Ghana, one was, I'm a Wogura Wakaya. In that temple, Jabba Pestrano, attention, and Cobeta, Questra, the Baka Ibino. That's 24 hours in Pondu. 72 hours and come 24 hours in Pondu. Now you're sure that often they come a constituency of the home, walking come one casa, a woman one casa, what a question, then would lose. But who constituency, what parliamentary, no, I need parliamentary for mechanic, up by the manner, then this is Monday, I may have to a very ashama. No, me, baby. No, and this is a fool. I want by a four. Why we are no one about what's in there. Now we say you go beat them and take their seats. Always we go beat them. No, ask my when you run up your entry in it, be John walk.
But I say, Mahai.
Yeah, no.
But you didn't be afraid. Hey, on your penny. But you'll be about what there.
Yeah, me and
but you
the money. Mamma, a drew there be a shoe, no say me, obedient and now, what on cry woman, only himself no cry, as I be whom he said, men can man.
If you know,
now cry then I'm ranting how I do.
Minim,
yo, me that's it. Maybe I cost me now, maybe I bar rose no matter casa. Yet your mind 2020. And no cry electoral commission. Meaning about who declares and another minimum. Then NDC for your woman. As a shit ties near the end, and no man who know almost your woman. na me say me suro ba ko a Ghana mpanimfo nhwe ne nka se Yesu amba 2028 obi e ko hwe na ba so a obebo no ho ban because obi to me ko dina ho ka chere electoral commissioner say what tuo e wo ne so say ka say me na manwi ni a na ye ko ya na ye ba ye tu abawie opanim bi eni o man mu a gotumi aka sa asem nti o fi say me ni aba say Yesu amba 2028 about o de na besi nti mpanimfo no hwe no mo ka ho asem ni aba me da ase
men so me da sepe ma han bacho di ni bebe afrefe yo eja sorry too
I don't want to be happy as you say. Since 1992, about the IBTBN improvement in them. 2024, they are 2 years. So, we tell about me as a more original Kenya. Or see our indicate nature almost fair. And on the data, same people don't want strong room. 276 constituency. Parliamentary before no be an agent to home. And the presidential agent. But on the other technology will be a good. I'm going to make a bit of what's not to the Koran Shemi. No, they may or no pretty much Shemi. Namission. If you go on what's the MPP phoning in a can Yemen in a boom. Almost 2020 for a banner a 2 years. Ghana financing in a form of Jomama into Wamani Trinqua. Parliamentary institutions are a come. Over Casano, a man tension call from Sabi, a movie a chomuno. So now I'm busy for Lucido Coconi to overcast. We are in the comfortable Lydia. There be a many on a book at the point by our dream say, we are Sapa, who are bomb. Because Ghana harmonized the Cobo born near Shawbaku. I was a player and a bus probably took on and was more useful. There's more than a consul not still from Canada's womb. It's immediately the Baumia Bayen. A Fabino Nequas one or dream or mine home. A competition MPP for no Ebiabomubuye. If you have some tree, not any per nuno. The Nakupo Bayino. Yen National move 2028 because the air cost with the Mama no Fabi Omo to Canada. MPP for come home. Because you know, I himself for the Thomas was really 36,000 per year time every year president. And the end of the MPP for a kind of boom. Not Hula Balui, 74 dominancy from 2028. MPP go to my power.
Medasipi Mahaim. But that's Kiayanko.
Yo, Yami say I'm my power yabo my Ghana. Na kaka me kan say MPP eso munya botre. MPP akume kuta omo no. E ka am kona koma TV asi nyina bo mo bo. Na kan ye tio na sebe ye wo chie na ye niska no. Setem pie ti ahu chim sa na ko mo to wo mo sa. Hwe ade a ba umia ye. Obi no no ba ka say anya ne fe. Enso mu ti de ebinumu ka ke bi de so e ka se wono a and I want yes, you have a mark or best tank a crama that a commission is sending and sana. What we get to? And the no money or my neighbor. And so, Papa, who say, Abansy on what can buy a could be. What you hear ye? Cabrecuma, not they cry by a here. Second Japan, because that's so and Sunday as well. Or bit match and NBC. And it's a one thing, that's NBC, but that's NBC, age one. Monteo, the Namoshe, near Oman Panino. They can't take a lamb crano. What do you fear watching? Once then you take a lamb say, Mutai, but on by a femayano. More forces when you say, I say, A. Or by a dear, but when you hear, or could saw I can get that. It's more forces for some person, and for Serbian and the MPP. When you have a tenement, Namusha, your mamma, or a panoyano, or a Jumapa. Don't share and you mother pano after the Guamua. MPP bus to 8 years, so half from what you
Nyame enhyira won so abusuafo ha na mede course ni nyina esie ye besan about the second time na wanya kwan went me amfre we ya don't worry second time na kwan be biama now so with me afre
100.9 FM
I need 100.9 Need 100.9 and wasugwa wotie no. And then some bebre na gu apno so aye ba bebobo ho. Na ya hwe ba bia soso de bode ho no ebefa. Na ensem na ye beka ho asem no ebi na ye dikai apone ho yi na ebi soso na edidi so tell yourself say wo mo se wo mo ekwa akoto 80 and say 30 go. Na sa deal no na minority ese omoma eja anase wiamom aban enum asuko na wonhwehwem aban emmam na ho wonum asuko na wonhwehwem nkwase afiko Dr. Brian Champon so HS galamse no si betimi edi sunkunim dia yen declare 90-day ban yemfa ban ento so for 90 days on mining 90 days no 3 months 3 months no obia ntufan gudie na yehunu ba bia ye wose toto ye niema efa eno na nya bia ebetimi aboa yen we said yesu ni yemban esitie ya NPP flag bearer race na nkomo guso a ekoso na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or called nationwide tour na only delegate UP plus they say UP plus party aba yura Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen Alan Kashia no biade nim no ono na kofa party edi aba eti yemisa say wetete UP na aba anase party ben o ma husuo no ankasa na sa na eba be ye ana bibi foforo bi eba as time goes on no sa na nyina eso be bie ama ye hu no ebusua we ne sima hodo na wie ye boabo ni nyina no abesi hu nkonwa na ya bobo ho na ya ka ho asem kama pa enne die ne Malik Adama of the NDC beshia Enafe Ibrahim Kalmadin of the NPP ono so yen nehia efi akukuda mienu na wie ye no mo ebesi ne koso e won nsem a mabobo so yi Amemfa ba ku bi ya menua be ma mesha kasanti ya odi free amasama na ba memfa ntwam na fe yemfa nkomo enhyehyɛ so. Also, the government led by President Mahama will soon clear all the galamseyers from our forest and water bodies, looking at the measures they are putting in place. I have no doubt in my mind that the current NDC government will stop or drastically reduce galamsey activities to its minimum level. The likes of Chama Wuntumi and others should not be spared at all. They should be severely punished according to the laws of Ghana. It is also a warning to my own NDC party members who have interest in galamsey activity to desist from it in order not to offend the state, because the government of President Mahama will not spare anyone, including his own party members. Michael, the way Efri Ashalaja and was one. Indeed, Galamsey has been a necessary evil. While it continues to destroy our environment and the livelihoods of many Ghanaians, it has also become an avenue for generating income and revenue for the government. I have listened to Ghanaians from all walks of life, and the consensus is clear. Kennedy Japan is the one capable of ending Galamsey and replacing it with sustainable agriculture and agro processing that will create jobs and boost government revenue. So, dear delegates, to foster unity and recapture power in 2028, Kennedy is the leader Ghanaians want. Otherwise, we risk remaining in opposition perpetually. And word to wise is enough. Oh God. Yeah, Malik, hey, come on. Akwaba.
Me just so.
Bibia Bokodiem.
Boko na muse.
Nyame adom bibia the din. First time I meet Shia Uni, and I think say yeah in discussions no bibia beko so kama pa. Asema me de tu dwa na me be a line say ma me call say or more and contribute to or more and can be I want your take on that concerning I think say it's even already in the bulletin ayeba abeka ho asem, but a quick one. Do you think say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sad decision now will take ye no a wrong move ana?
Yeah, first and foremost, let's start to say let's share my constituency. I'm a summer constituency for any wahwe phone what tie phone na match your money na. Then secondly, so let's share large Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was starting a nationwide campaign over Bono East. And then I hope say very soon over touchy base in 276 constituency. And that's the winning train. Winning train in our kickstart, and I'm one of the ardent supporters of Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say delegates and retaining now young call 2028 non just seat no Emaya.
Okay.
Now I believe say obie ni ho a obepese obekọ election. No obebu on mine, not on mine, no attitude upon some. So, okay, 2012, one of the things that affect your electoral chances, the commenter, former president, Ekoka said, all die be die. NDCD campaign, it's ya, papa. Meaning Ghanaians, epe on my in one piece, united country. Now, Usha, yesi, for someone to say, you're not on Jin Tum. Say, oh, Bobo. Na say, wow, she say, Ebia, Equi, ya shall be 10 like then or be. Who change you more times I won't change you, be a time now cannot essa. But me could see Bibisu say, if you would say the only mandated body ultimately declare election, what they say, we lose, and a wedding could go, electoral commission. But, my sister, we share 2016. Yeah. Campaign manager then, Chama McMenu. 2016 results. Okay, I said MPP. It declare ahead before EC Krabe declare. And I want to quote some part of the press release. The MPP at a press conference addressed by its campaign coordinator of the MPP, Peter McMenu, announced a win for their presidential candidate Nana Addo and called on President John Mahama to concede defeat. As at the time, I never President Mahama said concede defeat. Na electoral commission and declare. Okay. Na other constituencies simple and buy. But per year data na near war as MPP no. Na ye jitum say na ye win. According to McMenu, about 80% of over 28,000 polling stations across the country show that Akufo-Addo polled 54.91%. Mrs. Daniel person maybe say, as at the time, Peter McMenu win, uti so obi ebe condemn obi within MPP ebe kaseti as same way. Uko further, or see, he added that Akufo-Addo had 4,676,988 in 23,000 polling stations, and they have collated, while President Mahama had 3,644,724 votes. This is the time that we call on our opponent, President Mahama, to concede. So why is it that when it is victory, they declare, why? Once I me bought data in the because I did Peter McMahon General so call it say MPP winning is data. And on say baby a econo President John Mahama share and you want to catch up, even though you're now all the polling stations. Now let's flip the coin again. It's the same thing now. Obia nim Ghana has said Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia about the data on fund diagro. Now data na airbano. When you say polling stations na akano krano, ye di na ye 100% kra e wo ho krana still make a difference. And in election, who the court krana, ade a court ebe gina so ahwe ne say, ne akano say ye di ka ho a ana ye yifri mu a e wo effect bi ana, eno na be court ebe hwe. No we say ade we e wo merit ana any merit. But the court nim say petition ana asema wo di abanu kra, yes say nyina kra de more krana. And make it any difference. It means you are there to waste everybody's time. So I'm foreseeing say a month for message, campaign message, asa. And see a car, never be I was say young cabia just to create disaffection. I don't know. This is never a campaign issue. I don't see how it became a campaign issue. Say, what would you do? Even in the face of Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, a conceded defeat, my sister, esi wa my way. To trust someone AC. A month for cast, I hijack a month for a chase some electoral officers, yet Genomo Council declare results in the face of conceding defeat. How much more? And I call prolong his assembly, Yenimas at ABC. But we also say anti vigilante law na ye pass here. MPP in government fell say we cannot use it because you're enacting law no and ye pass here. So we cannot be seen say we are doing anything vigilante again. NDC took advantage of it. And the rampage within the country. So we cannot again be seen as government in power because until 7th now, Obe hand over. Who does the government in power? The security apparatus be a crowd. So Obia or man way mo. As at that time, one kasa unim abasubo ayebo Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for keeping the country together. Even the opposition party be members no cry. Ebon Abasu say move now or take here no. Are holding the country together. It doesn't make you a weakling. It just say we are weak by accepting defeat. But one accept the data itself no shows that there's nothing you can do. Near honorable Kennedy Kokayano, Anka Abia gap on Esa, and the Abia where they can declare. I bet you can say there be way they could have still gone into it to see because some of the parliamentary results no. And no, ebi bebre wo ha by 9-10 ye declare bebre ye declare. Me parliamentary seat obi betimaka say because of declaration into na mo lusu ye. Ebinum there even after declaration ukra FIT eje omo seat back. Honorable Patrick Boama haya. After declaration oji the seat back.
Oji ye but ebinum ka say senke bia sa declaration no amman ka sa pre any confusion ba ho electoral commissioner ye chi wo musie all those things wouldn't have happened.
Any partner wa concede defeat. And obi a onu win power. Onu mom na to trust them. I don't know whether you get the point. Onu mom na to trust. Say Anka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia declare no Anka NDC was say they should have stayed calm. Say, relax because I didn't know most suspect say bia one sorry anye dede you bet me regime no. Any panu po ajatu. You get it. But when it comes to parliamentary, you see, you don't parliamentary mostly no is constituency based. Okay. So there are other elections presidential candidates and concede defeat in term but ebinum cra still ye review in their constituencies ebinum edi assembly court later ebimunya your friend say court edi assembly mo ebisu court no uphold this no results in air this. So there's nobody and there's no data that shows a early declaration NMO lusu and now winning presidential. As at the time McMahon declare in 2016 did NDC come out to say because of that no lusu seats be? Did they make that claim? The only thing they were doing was to at least whip up the sentiment of our members said a more comfortable lead. And who could go online. you get to see, say, they were just trying to keep their base together. But Omanga Sunday, natural almost say, lose election. So I believe, say, it is just something to do to keep up the grassroots sentiment, say, for them to perceive Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as if, say, oh, yeah, a weaker person. But
you think so?
Oh, but that is the import of
because as some now can pick it from a point as to say adiano you to presidential and you to parliamentary ni hu here presidential ni hu here it is over out ebe declare say wo hwe mu a enya de a tumi no won sabeka me fan say mo lose most of my seats but still now there are seats wo hono mo a yen kan wieye enti who could declare ano afi na ama the one we no oyenya power bi what you say because according to some of callers in your omo keke kanokra no because of declaration into no baby kra na sabio ruling party no one more elusu kra no they wanted to take it by force sanka declaration na ma anka beko boko amobi aka amobi hu the level say aha na me wini fine melusu fine Matthias here but declaration ko be mo no e masa apre ne bai
Mrs. I like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia declare say we lose no did you hear say or say including parliamentary seats now obi anje munka
oh there be one kasa there but so far as I no na ye leader of the party as at the time no the obeka no
but before then crowd be considered if not a lot of constituencies anymore more resource because the declaration of parliamentary no we say constituency say ebia assembly amba ho actually by 10-11 na unim because who effective coalition center ube who say we win and we lose parliamentary that is how quick it is unlike presidential I na mu train from mu nyina mu declare results no e wa mu train na mu free from other constituencies then AC because that is presidential mu put it together but a lot of parliamentary no I can tell you a lot of the MPs by bare 10 or so they begin saying say me win and anko ye so I don't see how people are trying to link the two so because of what declaring into and until na who say MP we win ya
because ne ebinom for senka when declare be ananka omo wini seats ni bi kraka ho in parliament
but we also the volatile situation that NDC try to create to put the nation into and then agenda na NDC for EPSL omunfa and settle within the country a book on musim so okay so omun too much because there's this perception say Dr. Brian at a point who kai one of your work be acquire say omu winu kra yen jemu more so they were psyched up say it means NDC MPP prepare say omu winu kra omu fa victory na in there so the target was well prepared and it wasn't about say NDC wasn't too much interested in the parliamentary because too much interested because what they even got to know omagasa they least expected said they could have gotten that but I don't see how a candidate's acceptance of defeat will let you, a parliamentary candidate in a constituency, say ya beji seat from 70. Yanko blame me. Nyomu wini yano. Say bebre. We no mu feel say your effort. And you don't move for credit to know in the doctor. I believe say it is the best call he has done to keep this country together. And internationally, obia how peaceful the man Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is. And that is why he said, say, do not underestimate my resolve from I may be cool from the outside, but do not underestimate my resolve. Honorable Ken, one of Nikasa Okani say he loves Ghana. He won't do anything to jeopardize Ghana. Now, do you know election is one of the critical things that African countries be echo into conflict? I hope so. A lot of conflict. Either say tribal, religious, but political and the major one. Some of this conflict other West African countries is politically inclined. So if the person has come out as quickly as possible to say no, maybe a adena kodru no, manyasa tension na work room no, it may escalate.
Okay.
In that case, my supporters have considered defeat. We live to fight another day. What wrong has the person done? For you now to want to offload all the baggage to put on the person, say anyone now conceding to na you lose seat, baby. Election no, we any na yeji to mu say election anko said the panel. But you cannot blame one person. When it is defeat, they are blaming one person. It would do to victory nearby. And I like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kase onu no ye juma and a winner. I'm for Bejatu. Everybody would have accounted role our play, campaign our resources our contributing. Then I said, I'm for them said omo boa party na ache obia within the party. Eba na eno dia, they want to take that credit. But eba no, the negativity there, yamfani na enkosha Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Bame. So I am not a believer of say the early concession no and am lose a parliamentary seat. Okay. That is not factual.
Okay, thank you. As I yankomo yebeba back to party no ehon sansam no mo emubio. Meka wo say ha aye neat 100.9 na waso egu a otie no me manti na yede ebrewo. Enti ya yenya ne say Telecel as a telecommunication company can any friend of Vodafone and as a Ghana Telecom assessa and make I say I think say former President Kufuor time and omoton de aba na Ghana Telecom de ba Vodafone demonstrations I would record so any ade eho and me say Professor Mo say nia enkroma kan say Ghana ye betimi amanage yan kasa your own affairs no no so make his statement be ewo ho yenkomra ena yeton yedane mu ema Vodafone so abeye adwuma ewo mu a say yese yedane mu aba abeye Telecel no eba ye no enchaye kra enchaye minyini se enya 2 years and 3 years kra ai ena say enya se we Telecel wo mo ekwa akoto Airtel Tigo 80 ede aka ho ne no enna domkuma e wo mrahye bedwafie minority members in parliament wo mo chese ade no wo mu nim ne ekoso wo mu nti wo mo pese mampanyi hwehwem aban ne hwehwem kwan ye nam so ma sa enti ase apam no mo do mo sa ehye ase ene ho nkro ne ba de na mimi bisa de se anya bia Telecel wo mo ewo that capacity to handle Airtel Tigo and as 80 ede eka wo mu dwumedi a wo mu edi ho Mamento come on
no well I won't underestimate Telecel.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't underestimate them because we're an international company. So when it comes to that, no, and you say Muslim for me pull resources together to come and take over some business business entity. So I won't say maybe they may not have that capacity because we name their books how it looks like, and we themselves most of these foreign entities so a bit softer loans from their governments compared to interest rate at a cheaper rate, and they also normally so much into partnership. Okay. So no kwampo entimi betokra or betimi anya other man for no my partner only to come and buy the thing and operate be not shareholders so they can flow shares for people to pay. So I won't underestimate that when it comes to my ability to, because we share 80 for some time and share them fully weight within the industry. So I want to believe that that's why they want to. I don't know so far because I didn't know a minority to cry the bar it's shrouded in secrecy kakranti. Who knew whether they want to buy it and merge it together or they want to run it still as a separate entity.
Secrecy as in
so far you name whatever what that is transpiring.
Okay.
Who beside anything about because it's not gone to parliament mostly. Parliament na sanyama we echo na we who details no members of parliament will come explain or they will debate about it na we who said that there no deal no echo. Yeah. But for now, won't mean say even the negotiation na echo so say na echo and I say na echo because minister has not made anything open to the public. And then make say there's no transparency. Maybe as a secret you know a bit difficult. I'll use transparency. There's no transparency. But you see, my problem is that there are a lot of government appointees now almost criticizing Nyamabi when they were in opposition. And then they are doing worse form of it. Me were GhanaMPs.com. This is February 8, 2024. Communications Minister has no legal right to sell Airtel Tigo. Sam George.
Oh.
Yes. Now, Usha story now. The member of parliament for Ningo Pram, who doubles as deputy ranking on communications committee of parliament, Samuel Nate George, has stated clearly that Minister for Communications and Digitalization, Mrs. Ursula Owusu Ekufu, has no legal rights and power to sell Airtel Tigo Communication Network to any company without parliamentary approval. That's the operative word and a key word there. Usha minority release now omudimaya. Say I didn't know parliament. And Utwaso Osi, he explained that the laws of Ghana require that all international agreements must have a parliamentary approval to legalize such an agreement. Yet the communication minister has not submitted anything of that kind to the House. So if you criticize or condemn somebody yesterday, why are you repeating same today? Ebi na esi ye na say any US agreement to accept deportees. Supreme Court in Gitmo 2 or see every international agreement needs ratification. And so the NDC government in 2012 the same thing again. This time around, almost a memorandum of understanding. It doesn't need ratification. That is the same mistake that is happening here. I don't think the minority would have come out publicly to come and say they don't understand the deal. Anka, so they are not about parliament. And the honorable minister and the NDC government must acknowledge one thing, that this deal, there's no way they can push it through without parliamentary approval. And sometimes I have difficulty as to why the NDC sometimes wants to evade certain things, because more rubber stamp parliament. Would I call parliament says in the next 5
with
minutes?
Your majority,
in the next 5 minutes, you can pass the thing. Whether it's read loudly to the people, whether they understand it or not, you can do your background work. Into the end of parliament, no more. I think one of the, is it Dumso levy also?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I see you pass Dumso levy. And yes, sir. So I don't know why they have difficulty, unless there's something the minister or the government feels say about Bontia, it will affect the government. And then avoid the parliament. But Sanyama will say, Omo push it through. The only thing people can do is to take this matter to court and challenge the legality. And Ukai said, minority Kraka said, they don't want Telecel to get themselves into Sadia way without parliamentary approval. So that everybody say in the near future, no, a different government coming, meaning the MPP government, Ebeji, Tumia, na Ekobani say, Ebeko reverse the whole thing. And we know sometimes the difficulty with some of these international agreements. But when if you don't have parliamentary approval according to our laws, who do you call Bebia Nkosiaga? Because you would have violated the country's laws. But yes, you in BB say, by the time another government be cast up, reverse that deal. Na ebi omo employee Ghanaians. Ebi abe almost stable means of survival. Not all of a sudden be reverse. What it means is that the company is likely to be shut. So that is what I'm encouraging. Say, if the NDC government has nothing they are hiding, they should just take it to parliament. Let the minority also go through the deal and see how much the deal is being sold, almost selling Telecel to 80 to Telecel, and whether they have the capacity, what's the stake of government, what percentage, all these things must be understood. Because people, the minority is saying, say, they stand with the belief, say, Ghanaians should still run that business. Now, through parliament, we can see where the challenges are coming. Whether it should be 100% takeover or there be government of Ghana should have some level of control, because social communication aspect.
But Telecel, say Ghana, our government of Ghana was shares.
Yeah, Telecel. Because when say from Tama, is it Ghana Telecom?
Ghana Telecom.
Ediba, Vodafone, and I bet Danny Telecel. Because mostly, you know, say about communication, government never person will hold some level of percentage because of national security implications. Person German crown say running the way they want, because it can have a future implication. Because in these foreign countries, if they want to do something, so a critical sector like communication, and then who person or might be near Kosunina is to have hold of their communication system, and you are done. You know what's happening. Israel to me target amount for is because of the level of technology or more. So Ujaima bro for now we need some level of control where Ghanaians are not part of the board to know what's happening. It means you've sold your security to a private person who nim or bet me pass that information to another third party. And then a lot of agreement. Ube say the companies involved no. Yes, so a subscriber, an applicant, and user, they assure you say your information will not be given to a third party. They want to give you that assurance.
Well protected.
Yes. So that Sebibisa ACI, you can take them on and now you can sue them. So that is the point I'm saying, say, they should just take it to Parliament. Let Parliament go through it. If there need be for approval, after all, what can the minority do? We don't have the numbers. We can't stall this whole process. Yeah, say press conference. I did Ghanaian say but whether we like it or not, if the government is bent on say Obeton sa company now, they will still go ahead. But we also feel say we don't want it to be sold not in a way not a 100% ownership no. That's the due diligence we just want. And we are calling on the minister who criticized the former minister, that is Honorable Ursula, then also under the writing. You cannot condemn one thing in opposition and you come in power who hear the same thing and you are justifying. Now I bet Naga say if journalists, if I quote him the DSTV issue about Ivan Spencer if this your understanding there, then GES must I don't know, but GS must revise their curriculum or something to that effect, which was very, very derogatory. Say, Obeka BBC a journalist. More move na microphone here before move discuss the topic. Move ready, produce a money research. So I don't think that you come and sit just empty for a minister to come. No, we feel it's about run down. Hey, behind there are certain things you don't understand. He can enlighten you because on no what's our sector no. Every information, every briefing, on the minister, more than a journalist. Journalists can only push a minister to a certain corner. So a was stumble on some sensitive and critical information. Be a minister on that is where you can then confront some minister. So when it comes to this deal, I believe that is where we've got into, and yet too clear to the Ghanaian public who be say how much whether they are buying it. Me that's initially enemy can, whether they are buying to run it as a separate entity or merge it, and then we will no more have AT again, but to come under your friend is under teleseller. Nobody knows because it's a market player. It's been dominated by one player. So other people who want to try to match up, but AT they are really struggling. Whether data side, whether mobile money side, in this money. So if the takeover will inure to the benefit, say, in benefit, because government definitely benya taxes to everywhere and all in federals to national development. So that's my take on it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Busian for NIT 100.9 and wason egua utieno and komo ekoso concerning the sale of Airtel Tigo or AT as minority is demanding full probe into it, and then a whole other issues are one more raising concerning the takeover. I was for NIT and also Egua Otieno. Yen concerning Galamsey. Galamsey no Azena Ababe no bibi. They say you even though the ruling government no so take initiatives are what he said. Obetimi aboa aso ano na efa no a memekasa akwakoye yensu ene yemban. But this is a situation whereby Dr. Brian Echampon, one of the flag bearer aspirants of the New Patriotic Party, called sebetumi anka yemfa a 90-day ban into mining so come on when ebetimi enya impact bi
ban no. When Dr. Brian Ekano, I only feel say any bibi fufro mo amam for dream say e bibi fufro na Dr. Brian Eka. To my understanding, Dr. Brian gra F1 the President Mama Eka in opposition.
Okay.
So ufa omu manifesto na share ni social contract with Ghanaians are. Ube on say or see within 120 days no, he's going to ban all form of small scale mining. 120 days. So 120 days, about that's 4 months, right? And on our, so basically on our 3 months. And Dr. Brian, Eka said within 90 days. And I think part of the reason is within the rainy season, it will help say so air to turn water bodies now are clean. But the question is, say water bodies no air cleaner. Afterwards, what happens after the 90 days? You see, President Mama Kasano, who share my joint online, that is 1st May 2025. No addressing workers. Or say, I did not kid myself that I would win Galamsey fight in 4 months. Meanwhile, nobody forced you to. Who know can ye? And I'll be now to me every after the old cabby before. Now, I dear Emma President Mama Nasem Ayami 1 say he was there before as president and offer Abem in 2016. But Usha President Mama 19th October 2020, I will join you, sir. I see former President John Mama has asked President Nana Akufo-Addo to resign for failing to ensure that illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey, has ended in the country. Only the also on resign no crowd. You've been there before. You had the experience to the extent say ministers crowd appoint to omo at a point no. I give you upset the fight of on Galamsey no and ya don't bet me win it. And so by opposition. Ube can be before. You see, regardless of whatever the NDC is saying now, Galamsey they will have to fight it. They don't have any excuse. They don't have any excuse. They will have to fight it. Because yeah, in their manifesto, omuma strategies are person fight Galamsey. And in the Brian Champo air canocran or the more to 4 ball. Okay, say president so be use AI fight Galamsey.
Yeah.
Okay,
artificial intelligence.
No, Tia said that no, so they be fighting. Ghanaians obia so nobody took time to access. Also use AI. Who patch say? I don't ever remember hearing any journalist at Ghana or interview President Mama or question the NDC say, Samusi use AI. In what form are you using AI to solve Galamsey? Obia and Bisai. We just accepted it. I didn't tell me I accepted and say, before it was system not about MPP. Now I say people just wanted to see MPP go. And in the NDC be kabiano eto omasum. So you catch us say be use AI. You banning 90 days no cry me. I'm one of the advocates say President Mama must use AI to solve Galamsey. And then they must know or use no. And then part of the strategy. And then they must know no. And yeah, they are young who be that.
They be aside AI no or other strategies are obey me they fight.
Okay.
So maybe or deny Musaba.
One of the strategies, just as I told you, declare state of emergency, ban all form of small scale mining for a while. Why be? For a while, no crime say 90 days now, Dr. Brian Ekaya, let's even agree. President Mama should ban it for a while. How come this time around on media, no CSOs? I think no, it was a media. Our catch on say declaring state of emergency. The last resort because there are still powers are all on you sue yeah. But meanwhile, audition manifesto nobody forced you to put it there. And I believe that everything the manifesto means and your president it's now they are experts or bring them together. But the finality is that they will come to you. There will be a committee here. They will explain every portion of the manifesto to your hearing because who president no be about that issue. Okay. So they have to brief you. I did work as a use AI, no patch lesson, one the idea and buy because me and me communicate. So you explain it to me. Then when I come out, I'm also able to explain. Say, okay, my manifesto committee, they brought this idea, I bought into it. Say, yeah, you see AI and solve Galamsey. Now, who can say Ube, your friend saying, Ube Ube banning all forms, Ebe pime ne. Another aspect President Eka say obeye ebe pim sesia. Me one say Felix Kwachi ene odi hwahwanu part of our strategy back when he say free all Galamsey boys arrested in the pits and go after the kingpins. It's about kingpins are here yachi so far in the fight. So the 90 days ban enye enough. But I believe say it's a proposal Dr. Brian added to before the president, which he himself on Zoom. Today, Omochichi Galamseyers. No one say young who said they are doing something. Meanwhile, according to your strategy, enye Galamseyers enye small boys because President Anka say MOBAT say small boys in there enye omo no motor champagnes enye omo no motor excavators enti say uchi omo a unya ehwe. But ene who apply that same method, who see yambe bo abaso. Me bo abaso enye ye. Go after the kingpins 10 months in office. last maybe so be or see achieve to me and I'm say who next and I see they are investigating national executives and I'm say hey, that's two what again because the kind of kingpins now present Ebobo and then nipa mienu in 10 months then you say by this time around Mr. Media you are lining up penning for wow him say ampa excavators na eba no
with this week ana Monday no I say me ready BB say actually some galamsey campaigns be and all that. I read about it. I think in one of the dailies.
You see?
But I don't know.
That I'm happy. Yeah, who the infant say what read you crash say Yasanche nipa baako. In 10 months I nipa he. Kingpins now no almost say side because Kingpins now almost said your galamsey side. Who you sure say even nipa 10. They are more than 10. Because last minister Nankasa at the meet the press no meet how many CSO sooner rather sorry. Or said the kind of devastation as I say galamsey is now saying no. It is a football field baku 7,000 waka boom. So any small land size, yani one football field ni size. What I say? So ukochi kingpins by now we line up at least the president yet make catch him so watch be 50 kingpins crank make us a wire there. But you are now struggling to even mention 5 within 10 months. Minimum president in the next 2-3 years on to me arrest 10 kingpins. I didn't tell money because their own people are now getting involved. But now I say MPP from WDB, me, I least expected say NDC be ba bemu. Next year come about galamsey. But ene, ubeti say ye bo MC bidin say okaho. Ubeti say ye bo MP bidin say okaho. Ubeti say ye bo national officer bidin say okaho. Government appointees be so okaho. Meanwhile, one of the factors that Emma MPP lose 2024 elections, galamsey are contributing more than 50%. Because bare 4 months to elections, it was all about galamsey. To the extent say labor unions cry no person strike because of that. Religious bodies. And some of them have been consistent to today. Or more very consistent. We should to say Bishop Catholic Conference, they are consistent. We should TUC and say even though no more Kodaka, but as a mark Kika Omo Kakra Omo start making initiative. As I said, they are going to the mining site. This mining site, Sumebo Messina Miracles Abuaje. Say what pay just as I'm gonna issue na and this government person almost sweeping issue no under the carpet. But wako fabano mi bona baso. Now almost say they will repeal the LI. Yeah, that's what to repeal the LI. Now, in all this, Mr. President Mimbisa, Honorable Aruna Idris Owahin,
Education Minister, he's there. He's manning the Education Ministry.
Sir, so say I hear state of emergency bill because mining education.
Also can be.
Oh, onokrasi state of emergency be declared today and not tomorrow, meaning now and not later. I didn't tell me why the say, on to me kasa because. Any point our appointing to President Mama, honestly, state of emergency is a last resort. The Minister of Education so hold a different position. And so it means the Kasanini President Mama Diano Bebobra. In that case, what are you doing? That's an affront. I say, who disrespect it and who disobey the president? No. It may cost him the job. Yen. Inti ama wa edi. They be anything education beba. Let me say, uti dreamuna se ubed interview Honorable Aruna Idris Omi Pacho. Be sense person who in position on galamsey is a state of emergency. But that's you two mana and on June 2. You know where they seek refuge? Oh, says no, we are seeing difference. As if we are folding the arms and on in your government, you are importing excavators more than number of cars are you importing within a year. Construction within these 10 months are. According to me, over 800 excavators are imported. Construction works by Ghana. So when in my constituency, because and saying works are started now, better 4 months or so. Ufa sa kwa na me. And so excavators end in a one way. Yen na in baby excavators here end. And excavator about kusuni buono and chicken change me na editor excavator. And so be koto excavator, you know say on him side they na the koya no or be profiting from anything or akwa invest in it. So this is a government anchor. We should have been seeing reduction in galamsey. It's rather becoming worse. That means is that one of the deadly things because of galamsey within these few months, Udiagra carrot, contombre, Nansenya obi to carrot edit within 2 days. Who said the carrot no a year ya? You ask yourself, say anka odisa carrot where? And I continue to yeah. One of the
contumely crowd there, you declare.
Ya declare good. One of the things I yenina yenim say, galamsey effect high yenina this kidney health issues. And no, I mean, a documentary be Joy FM boy, almost say Dear Mama, a documentary be. What's young ladies now? You interview almost say a drew that time of the month now. The kind of water use to keep themselves clean. No. And no crowd doctors no crazy. It has future implications when it comes to it has to do with say a war in future no can even be affected. This is the state we have gotten into. Erastus Asari, yenina him say ban galamsey fight ya odienim. One word that keep you using for this NDC government is that galamsey has become worse. I don't think say if improvement may bank on board abaino. So for him to continue to use the word, it's getting worse. No, there's nothing anybody can come and tell us say omuye A and B. As long as it's not yielding results, no, it's getting worse by the day. But how come people are still in the forest mining? When the government that said say or no bar or make sure say galamsey because you're the 2 me ama president, into galamsey must be stopped. Okay, your friend is saying Sam George or say President Nanado Enekra to me. So person unstop galamsey, it is a matter of a week. Or bet me and the galamsey. How many weeks now? 10 months more. If Nanado can stop galamsey in a week, how many weeks and a year 10 months more? What is stopping President Mama from ending galamsey? You see, these are the kind of cheap talks are almost I feel the reality is facing them. And I'm telling you, say, President Mama will have no excuse other than to declare state of emergency. Because that is the critical point. Ebet Mama, your forest, any some of our regions, water bodies, the pollution will reduce. My sister, it's getting worse by the day. Almost 6 regions. No, it's 6 regions now of your country are on your food basket. Your catcher say Adriana every ho urban air contaminated. You may say utin cranty and found. But if you say by any cocoa ni mankanin sanyamana udinu, yando wakrao, your kofa every baby. Baby so are your kofa free no this galamsey areas are cyanide ni mercury ni sanyamano go into the soil. It affects some of these food crops. Until ubekwa koto bayre, ubekwa koto ntos. Nyama first udi 2 would bet me that 2 bear 1 week, 2 weeks, and then udi 2 within 3-4 days. One can say the kind of changes taking place now. Unim say enya normal. Until we just plead say all the measures the president edit in the manifesto no would your own apply na yen who say ebe resolve galamsey ana.
Ade back one friends say those in government NDC omo ekande etwitwa omo di wo ho ano and say ade amomo antimi amfa 8 years an 20 ano. Man be no be fa so de 10 months akwati. What in nsem bisa ya na wadwen yo say.
Say na make a say honorable Sam just say galamsey you can stop it in a week. Then the refi. One can say you need 1 year to stop it. No, one can say you declare state of emergency. They were having first-hand information. Urefi say first cry. Honorable Blackwa, bottle say okora no across the river pura ni sa nyama. And you had some of the media houses on prime time news no mu this polluted water bottles na samples no mu dey ato screen enim share Ghanaians the level of pollution. Once on Majai. I don't know whether they say and so now a clean bill. And to no Majai. So if there are certain things and yet the same government never and say almost Ato is forcing. To me arrest $1. Is that not what it is? So if you feel within a short time, nyama bi wo ho bet me ayaji ehun abasubo dia. Eba nsa na galamsey and they don't me. But they shouldn't also talk as if say galamsey is something new to them. When they were putting it in their manifesto, they were going to use AI, they are going to ban all from. So no money what was going on. So this 8 years excuse, you lose election. So what is your excuse? And also we bet me within the shortest time. And the president crashed 120 days. Me ban it. On grand castle or here 1 year or see 120 days. So what is this excuse? You see, when they come with this excuse, just pick their own manifesto and read it to them. I think anything Phyllis said, Ghanaians are not interested in reading it. They can hide it there no ma beka bibi fufro. No mu ye noise say hey look one of the things Emma NDC argument met me say area superior to MPP because I didn't make understand say as long as you akwato aba when do nkunim dia it seems say policies are koton ma Ghanaians no omo anje antum omo anto good. So one of the things NDC can Ghanaians say feel say no this is it. We feel say way more better than MPP for the and say move declare state of emergency. And yes, Blue Water Guard ya mu inaugurating this money na yayo. Na nado ye.
Okay.
Operation Galam stop this anya.
Mo ya night was in operation.
Yeah.
Okay.
From I think they know from is it River Guard?
River Guard.
Yes. Over 300 of them. Your commission or more. Now say Blue Water Guard am inaugurating crap. Me share one panelist me refinity. Na your interview just about a week ago. Because Blue Water Guard no crap say Galam say so na tomu.
Oma to almost saying.
Oh good. I think say blue sa blue. What's it? Okay. Okay. Because I see you to 700 cities. Galam say yes, you know, 8 me to your ebinu 5,000.
Wow.
Just
but I learned say Blue Water Guys, one can so bet you am gas 2,000 cities.
No. According to near Papa Nka, I want to meet sign for me.
Okay.
Say you to almost 700. But granted, crash out to 2,000. No, be money 5,000.
Or budget 5.
So you can see, say, from the word going, Galam says, you cry, catch yourself. Effort now, the shame, they can match it. I'm on fire now, man, 5,000, so on volunteer information, and I'm on bus side, crowd, sorry, so because of your 2,000. You get the point. So that is the level at which you do with this Galamsey. You say the NDC is not ready to take the Galamsey fight. One of the things I'm kukwasa has to do with say gold board. You know, we are hearing say this small scale miners. You know, Ghana, you can small scale miners. I do one as I Galamsey for no gold. Small scale miners. No, no. I'm from Muton. Ye who be video on social media. Omaka so say gold board to price no. Echo 12 cities then they omuka publicly.
A gold motor licensed gold buyers.
But Galamsey guys no be brave or social media. Obviously gold board initially no see price of gold board more money enye. I think no more expertise is 12 or 13 cities, but gold board more 10 cities. Into omunton gold no gold board. And I think the gold board had that call no and on my increasing price no. Quite recently, me who videos ni bi. Any pano actually any original mining site. So say the price no okay pa. See omuton gold na gold board. But license operators no say ebi ni say yes ebinum to me work concession. No mu the protecting Galamsey yes no.
Wow.
So definitely. Oh, now say I think TUC. So we read online.
Yeah.
Lamte any NDC chairman B. Is it chairman BB also? Equity say. Omo akabom. Omo lances na omo wono. Ni omo ye ni say omo
di concession no. And they give this site no to Galamseyers.
No, I think what according to TUC say I understood the whole thing well. Ono lances no. But the cover Galamseyers.
Okay.
Na Galamseyers no more at 70,000. And I think almost there's a percentage, about 30% of whatever you make within a week, so within a month, using their lances. And Ono Echo you sue the chairman for NDC chairman now work with your side and Omo partner. And I'm say but chairman now ni party see Omo ba stop Galamsey. No Ono will be partner almost say environment. These are the kingpins rather the president must go after. But because any constituency chairman, do you think that they can really arrest that chairman? That chairman BB no. Can they arrest him?
Oh, but say Omo kakra say Omo national organizer. Nhwehwe ni nsem and one other person bi oka ho. No see nhwehwe nti enya me nwanwa say ombetimi call for his prosecution. So
look at the speed with which Omo call wound to me so. And look at the way they are handling Yamini Abanga. Clearly it tells you say it is not a genuine fighter on person omunku. And so this fighter who does no political is the environment that is suffering. And the end say no me enemy but I think some of the mining sites are beginning to accuse the president say we're prioritizing ska over omu health. Said money because president Wabe Jina Kachire say Galamsey offer over 4 million jobs. What is he telling you? it means any idea why ready so ban it because on all share say so ban 4 million people will be unemployed. The 4 million people one can sound from Galamseyers. They are illegal miners. They are not legal miners. Are one more concession. And it's illegal, regardless of the number. Sebi and say well, I'm robbers do want to say because of number no doors until a papa says here. I don't think that is the conclusion we all arrive at. So the president must just confront it. And the same president is now telling you, say, gold, you know. After all, mass environment, you know, man, you're good. Yeah, I'm talking about and I said, into be Korea, the Obega say, who want to talk about into better. Then the police bet you, I can say, we are accomplice. Even though anyone can book run, but as long as what talk run idea, dear, yet you in Nipana say, you bet you can wanna. And that's an a rule. The phone and me, you see, a stolen phone will be at Mamma. Before me, who say a stolen phone, no, then I bet you so account. So the president should not be giving excuses for this Galamsey. Because Kanyama be say it means they'll still be there mining because when say President Nankasa Jatum say after all your kofaba even though you're illegal no but he will buy it.
Yeah, share Galamsey hon komo. Yeah, no NDC, NPP, and yeah, we no more into Yansuya Bamuma ni bi, we no more beba. For how long near Beko swatch no politics Musa?
As long as the likes of the president, Honorable Aruna, Honorable the Lance Minister Amako Fubua, Honorable Sam George, Beba Bontin publicly, Pagana for what you say, the Galamsey politics. We are now being faced with the reality. In politics. We do it politics.
And you're saying to me, Penny,
you're politics. If they come out openly and accept, say, Omudiji to me at the year campaign, still, these are people who are still defending Galamsey. Who beside say Galamsey is getting worse. No, I catch you say, and you know, Felix Kwadjo for you, I catch a miracle, say. So, Ojiji say, your politi in Suona, uncle for evidence in Bra. What is he telling you? That's a spokesperson for government. Or catch you say, if who evidence in Akofa Bra, which means on Jintum the level of distraction I koso. Because at this time, Obi Tasuti ho Jintum say our water bodies are being polluted. What kind of person is that? Do you think that he or she is? And to me YouTube say you be in politics say and yeah, Satam now no mo in politics no. You catch them say omunye politics no to nchen. Na nyina yenye den. Yen hwe kwaya ye be so ano. I don't think in politics. Unya omu penny bibi boy me refinidi. Ni okọ Galamsey site a. O encourage omu say omunye na president Mama. Kwakubuahin. Satam not there no yeah. And look at it, we lost all the Galamsey sites. Constituency be a Galamsey way, MPP lost. And you think I'll come and sit here and say we should not do it politics. After the time of distraction, of course, Kukuba edge now. What in a new matter? Has he apologized? When these people line up and apologize, and now President should come openly say, my government or my party campaigned on Galamsey, did propaganda with Galamsey, profited from Galamsey. But Yaba reality no Ghana for Mufan and they be say now they are being nationalistic. Other than that, as long as some keep on position, so Kokuba and Wakwaja appointment.
As what?
Meaning by what say I'm an appointment. Say I'm an appointment, because I now buy power. Campaign now koye no esu abanfaso amani party. Am more winning seats e was that area nyina. So he can I don't think he can ever go there to go and tell them to stop. Satam na no no. If you tell the people they should mind. The President Mama Ba Obe protector ma. What are you telling the people? You are telling them say you give them political protection. So I cannot come and sit here and say no, I'm too Ghanaian than Kokubuahin. Kokubuahin so you Ghanaian. So you no politics sir. So the day you will come to an agreement say and you enjoy.
They say Abba critical as you are saying says say President and answer the NDC leadership ebe part Ghana for Chelsea saying this in yaye Monfanche ye tackle no head honor. Is it about the willpower of government and answer the young people no and so man for your mentality and na e was ye fa ye hwe ho yet me do kwan be na be fa so to ase.
Yeah. In every country obeko and all the institutions are minim the political institution are very strong. The political power et me tiny bibia around. Here ufa health institution, ufa education, ufa economy, ufa decision na the political head be making bet me a positive or negative impact. Baby Ayedri, there is nobody in this land who has the final say than President Mahama. Okay. So to resolve Galamsey issue, nobody can come from anywhere, not even his lands minister, can take a decision without recourse to the president. President, this is what I suggest we should do. Now, President Aban approver, ebi akoso. Okoteki bibi a President Felice oni ni nyadwo abe friend akachen so onjai. Meboana. I don't think say this name was almost 30. It's a lands minister, no constitutive bibi without informing the president. No. So the political will and political decision, no, President Mahama, he should take the bull by the horn by saying, say, baby, I didn't do no, mudi to me, amame. When they were blaming, they were not blaming people, the other person. Almost see Nanado ni nebusian for. Almost Nanado kanho. Say Nanado ni nebusian for ne Galamsey. Do you know why they were adding Nanado? Deliberately, because Omunim say enu never want impact. So can say, oh, ebusian for be omo e be a chebi ne Galamsey. You won't feel the impact. But some linky President Nanado. Say anything Emma President Becca say he's not involved in Galamsey. But who said you are involved in Galamsey? Nobody in his widest dream will say President himself is directly involved. But your refusal now in action never more be involved. Say, oh yeah, police commander. You can give your boys authority. Say, go and stop this. If you are not doing that, is why we come and blame you. It's the same thing with the president. The buck stops with him. All these years, so I don't know. Okay, this year, so ABI different groups and from one. ABI on me decide this or but the president of the land from. I'm going to be catching say Omumba. So the president should just finally make the final decision because it's a me who anything novel, anything new a President Mahama they are on board.
Concerning Galamsey.
Concerning Galamsey.
Yeah, nine more say. How much in Crawford? And
I catch you say you Operation Galam stop. Now say your minister no cry say. I forgot him say. Emre no can check him. I say they need about $2 billion or so $4 billion to be able to resolve Galamsey. Indirectly, he knows that we don't have this kind of budget. So indirectly, he's telling you, say, I don't know.
But why do you blame only President Mahama? Meanwhile, baby, I hear to Galamsey in Crawford, one kasa, some cocoa farmers, some farmers, or more na willingly, or more and sassy, and Galamsey for swam. No, do you blame the president?
Anybody no willingly because Kwaye Jubanu onya esun faso. Say anka yeah, omunya the right price. It said promise almost 6,000 no. And anybody nim so onya sa 6,000 no. Or compared to Galamsey, I don't think so. Obe releasing the land. Now, some blame President Mahama. I blame why? MMDC is almost why they appoint to omo. Regional ministers why they appoint to omo. Police commanders though any no appoint to omo, but security apparatus say. And say who person on Kajam says ene say President Mahama say every MMDC aye Galamsey ewo municipality mamo the next 3 or 4 months one stop am pamo. Who can someone acting? Give them KPIs, say a code of ethics. Who catch anyone say if ABCD is not stopped in your municipality, you go. They will stop it. But independent himself, there are no consequences. I don't know President Nangasano Okakasa President Nangasano backyard in Poye to Galamsey. Bole, the consequence. You to Galamsey.
Say they know Mutu Galamsey or Chebine. What did I do a bole?
Commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Force, the backyard ye to Galamsey. So it tells you, me can say, akukudura amount for bitiminya ekoye bibi ewo bibi are like who feel say no here they should even fear no mutimi koya. It tells you say any other region no because let me feel say president in the region there should have been the last area. This said that yes, President Nanado also fully victim to that thing. But idea can say as long as MPP lose there, among what we say MPP then amu ye lose. And the young Yashin na ye lose and a wusu betimi aye bibi. So if your standard now will be MPP, will comparison, and they will reset agenda no ntiase. Because in Yamba being kosu yenti na wo ba be reset. And a waba. You are no more doing research, you are now compare or who biom. To idea now will condemn say enya no. So I'm telling you, say Galamsey, nobody can stop Galamsey other than the president, any minister. And because president any minister, because president never to catch minister, nebia, give me some proposal and ways of feeling say head on. We can tackle this. Or back cabinet and we discuss, approval, we move in. But if the president who tells you, say, state of emergency should be the last resort. because there are many powers that I want to dispose our own use here, and then he should be quicker with that powers, you know. Because Wama Yati say, "Ebia, the powers in here baku 10 last one in a state of emergency." And the president Metre say, "Ahina we use wom and like what's the distance between the policies are what you so and some of the solutions are over before state of emergency will become the last resort. And if you do,
okay.
Other than that method that all you see there, you won't be paid. And on Mutina radio, ni TV to say President Nanado and she. Yet he had your woman organizer, yes, she need excavators. Still, anything for say there be. Yet chichi excavators, they are doing the same thing. Still, they criticize it. Say, still, we are not fighting the land.
Omo shibi.
Omo shibi. Na say who name us na eye. Me say nyomo ya na I say omo akopie pepepe. I mean, what these were the same things they were condemning. I mean, that is my problem with the NDC. That almost everything they criticize and no more repeat it, but almost say mumbo mwabaso, especially more journalists. Almost say mumbo tenasa mumbo mwabaso. So name was eshishi. Ko online they see next streamline next amount for during President Nanado Galam stop. I think there was Operation Galam stop, and there was another one. They question the kind of excavators are no mushishi. Eko we saying. But you are dealing with a whole sophisticated group of people. Which in the excavator and there, put their grab by tomorrow, they'll get money to go and bring another one. So it is something you have to tackle it head on. You ubet make to us here, and now they are best so near Omuye, they ask almost Hakakra, no mass or Hakakra. Now they are also 7,000 football fields. They must are deploying almost 2,000 soldiers. You think they can fight Adia when you put together about 7,000 football fields? Say about football, Krana say, deploy soldiers, because soldiers are in how they call. Do you take 2 or 3 there? And you've deployed people who are not even up to 1,000 to go and fight Galamsey. Declare state of emergency, let the military move in and see whether we will not see some changes. The only one thing, lastly, and then I can say, President Nanado Baye, I almost see 1 year Shikrano, the first 3 months of banning all forms of mining in this country. President John Mama should also, at least, you should do something closer to it. So, what I mean by now, according to Sedo Kayampo, you should do something small for Ghanaians to have some glimpse of hope.
Meda CP Ibrahim Kamaldeen of the NPP and what is Seminino Airborne Common na Nyamiadum Malik Adama of the NDC. Malik Akwaba.
Yeah.
Nyamiadum. That day why late that day.
Yes, watch me.
Mate. Mystic Wonder inside in Soma Dweji. No, good afternoon to you, Mami Soja. The micro minority should spare our ears with the Monebrofo. So Honorable Brandon Champo now has the thinking capacity and the temerity to give advice on Galamsey fight when he failed to advise Nanado when he was a cabinet minister. Never again to these hypocrites, nation wreckers. Regards to Chairman Dr. Oliver Kevo. Ejabata Edwefri Akoti Sohum. Biamzwan, there is no need NPP can win election in this country again. The NDC is going to fulfill all its promises, fulfilling NPP incoming manifesto on their behalf and make sure everyone is going to enjoy in the country. Greetings to Eastern Regional Organizer Kabore and their chairman Dr. Kevo Mark Oliver. Okodie Rasta. No, it's good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH. I know you people don't understand what Honorable Ken is talking about. Ash Hassan, good afternoon, Mame. Enjoying you live from Netherlands. Greetings to Second DJJ. Love you all. Azeman Ventures, Chronom opposite the market. Corruption in Ghana is as old as Adam, so I urge President Mahama to think about the interest of the nation and prosecute those involved in corruption-related issues, both NDC and NPP, to protect the public purse. Regards to Nanai J. Kwate, Chronom Hene, lovely wife Obapa Franca, and lovely daughter, Give Glory Bano. Comensa Pillar 2. Fighting against Galamsey is one of NDC's campaign message. Masa, declare state of emergency now. Special greetings to Hajia Safia Mohammed, next NPP National Women's Organizer, and the Blue Army Commander Honorable Moses Abo, next National Organizer, Comensa Pilatu Ediem, no David Hope. And I say, see the confusion they left for NPP. Do you think Ghanaians will not follow NDC if they are feeding them, giving them the needed energy and making everything soft for Ghanaians? They saw how it went. Oh, they saw everything. NDC dig the gold and fed Ghanaians. They are hungry by the actions of NPP. Then are even angry about the party. Budu, the lion of Africa. Budu, please, next time, kindly make it clear for me. Try God Wolato Liati. Just imagine an NPP member talking about the fight against Galamsey. Isn't it funny? People who couldn't use 8 years to do anything meaningful against the fight of Galamsey, but rather ends up endorsing Galamsey. Charles Abloh is also watching us live. Osekoeku, a country which cannot manage its own affairs, who ultimately depends so much on external financial support, will certainly find it hard to fight Galamsey. My point is we have a weakened laws that only favor some personalities, but rather goes after political witch hunting agenda. We need to allow the law to work and show some commitment to enable us to abstain from corruption. Godwin Dankwa, the more I listen to radio discussions, the more my conviction grows that party politics is destroying this nation. In opposition, they behave like angels, but in power, they are the devil incarnate. Why haven't they been able to stop Galamsey? Lee Tekpo, I think Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was wrong to say black man is capable of managing his own affairs. John Mahama valued Galamsey gold more than the health of Ghanaians. He thinks of the CD's stability than the health of Ghanaians. He thinks of the Galamsey board more than the health of Ghanaians. Okay. Galamsey board is sustaining the Galamsey economy. SK Frimpong Abrokwa. And also, good afternoon. Please tell the NPP man that he and his NPP will wait on touchline till they feel waist pains and then keep their mouth shut. If not, then they will bleed. They will bleed. The NPP's hypocrisy in this country is beyond imagination. They think they have hot mouths, knows everything than others in this country. Never. They will suffer in opposition. Thank you. Benu Anthony. And I'll say President Akufo-Addo is temporary solution because after that 3 months, what happened after? We want a permanent solution, not theatrics. Okay. Wafakei Neoplan Station Circle. President John Mahama only state of emergency can. President John Mahama said only state of emergency can stop Galamsey. Greetings to Honorable Moses Abo, commander of the Blue Army. And I'm Blue Army commander. No. And Oseko Asaba Habian say Galamsey mining is governed by politics. Until the sitting government look down on political promises or connections surrounding the menace, there is no way Galamsey will stop. The only other option is if there is a military takeover. Other than that, it is just like throwing a stone at the elephant. Enoch Tete Kwame GH Asamankase. What is Dr. Brian Champon saying? Was it not in this country when his own government was giving licenses to his own party people to mine in our forest reserves? He should be ashamed of making this comment about the Galamsey issues because they caused it, and today they are putting pressure on this current government to solve the problems. The NPP can never be trusted. NPP never again. Greetings to Dr. Mark Oliver Kevo, chairman of the Eastern Region NDC, and Charles Nyame, pre-SHS Secretariat Coordinator and the Eastern Region. Where messages are and for a day about concerning the discussions you're having so far. Malik.
Mami.
Obi say,
yes.
Galamsey no. Yen handing no totally over to the military so that they will handle it. When they are done, you come and inform the president. Do you agree with them? Sorry.
Me that's baby. The can mention my opinion. Na menchia ya MAAME so the vice president. One can say me brand so or any yetifo. Na me bra kasa bebre. Na kasa me say onim de ekoso. E wo Galamsey side and there as we speak onim.
Ene ka kire.
Yes, onima.
Boy enkomo.
Nyama okeka ne nyina no anka onka. O see president backyard ye Galamsey. Yes. Me will report wa. It occurred on July 11, 2023. No more by now. July 11, 2023. And the July 11, 2023. And I'm here. A station in July 11, 2023. But omotna ho share so ushe this year 2025 October 3rd October 2025 or see Bole Security Council pursues 15 Galamsey operators burn 33 machines on black voter. Enti unhu say current president no Juma as compared to Tama or more power. Mami, then I can about Galamsey. Okay, last 2 weeks meeting ha. I can say your stability levels in some of the rivers no yanya improvements. Na ebi mo feel say enya no kure. Onim say Ndrichi Konyako water plant no be. Are you aware? Ndrichi. Yes. Stability level near 200. The simple reason is that task force security name us. Omuye ejuma no. Na omudu bebia na so omo clear no more jai security to ho because early stage no so omo clear no mo kwa na nkrofo na besi omo echi. So what they do is that omo jai security enti bebia omo akọ nyina no those places no are safe. Bebia omo akọ nyina those places are safe. Enti ama nsuo na ewo those areas no omo tackle ye nyina no is getting better. Today as we are speaking River Tano ewo seshi na stability level no and 2024, 139. Today, 2025, 14. As I'm speaking to you. Berikesi, now 22, 2024. Today, as I'm speaking to you, is 11. When you look at River Ankobra, I'm a cast of Miami Koshe, you know. Domasi. Domasi stability level 2025, 2,870. Today, 1,927. Which simply means above. River Densu, ewo Mangwasi. As at 2024, 129. Today is 34. 34 today. And then when you look at River Tano, ewo Tano so. Now 2024, 10. Today is 9 minus 1 is better. When you look at River Ankobra, now ewo Mpasi. Now stability level was 1,500. Today is 520. Whether we like or not, it is reducing. Yenfa we into chain. Task force. They are performing extremely well. Yenim nyama omoye. Sa omasizi a lot of things. What? 450 excavators. Sa excavators no. Omo de oma park. Erastros. Who call on Facebook. They are all kind of news file. Or see every day, anytime, or monitor sa excavators. And they be enco back to the illegal miners. Unlike the who were Asarubutri. 500 excavators were got missing. Most of them returned back to the Galamsey site. You see party in Yaska. Yes, that's 450. And yes, and actually 1,400 made for individual. They arrested 1,400 individual, 500 chamfines, and a water pumping machine, over 1,000. What we did, the chair farmers say but fighting against Galamsey, you know, we have to take their equipments so that omunye equipment if I need. Say yes, is Galamsey, excavators no. Now to me and call back. Now say importation of Galamsey. We are working on it. Ewa ubenya excavator wahi. Esandi akose ukoye juma. And it is in the right direction. But I'm disappointed at the MPP. Enemy brother tonight.
Why are you disappointed?
Let me tell you, 2017, President did the presidency to line. So one fight here or the presidency to line. So I feel like I was all resigning. NDC as a party supported the president. Our former chairman, Dr. Ampofu, LED delegation, and almost presented almost policy document to then chief of staff at the Flagstaff House. One send almost support here, a present here. Almost present here, and this is yes, your policy document. Nanka ye use kakamonji. It be a better ma boa ewo bibi mo behwe. Ya present amam. And now obia decided to obey. So you stop all kinds of mining, which you need. But later on, you will say MPP still was. And na air. You be so musi debi. Excavator musi yera. You be so musi debi. You call him say no be a stop no. And na mama mon crofo etweku ya. Hono musi party ni here ska. I we saw the video party. I said what? What do you mean? And the other people no ubu omukosua and the yempene. That is where NDC say and the yempene. We supported them today. But we are fighting and we are gaining grounds and we are winning. You'll be disgraced because you'll be winning. I'm disgrace because we are winning, we are gaining grounds. Hey, Mami, Frimpong Boatin report. Professor C. The Emma, the whole Galamsey escalated to this level here as a result of 2023 when we legalize the reserve forest. Say you better make money in our reserve forest. Maybe as a president, what were you thinking? You come mining where your reserve forest. So the reserve forest, they encroach the reserve forest. Emma 44 of the reserve forest, no. Illegal mining, Askata. 9 out of the 44, no. A no-go area, which the president, no, chrono, any, what's the name? Those time, task force, none of them were able to storm that 9 reserve forest now, or more encroaches. So they were calling it red zone. But I mean, today, that 9 reserve forests, no, and the Yaji, the government are reclaiming that 9. Begin here reclaiming 7. Yes, I'm claiming 2, no, and more encroaching 2. You can reclaim beyond the security at all. As I'm speaking to you today, we've reclaimed that 9. If someone should tell us the fight is not yielding results, he doesn't know or know what is happening. He should go back and go and learn. The 44 year can't the akano. We are fighting it at Galamsey in a fee. So far as the Galamsey is concerned, the president is fighting the Galamsey. The minister is fighting the Galamsey, and we are seeing results. Some of the water bodies here claiming here, and the man at least nsuo toye no, ehuhuru fini between ma ya nya clean water ndrechi omobie some portion na nsuo kakran eyes ekoko. So far as Galamsey fight is concerned, the government is working and is yielding results. If UABB na results iba, why do you say Ubabe impose a state of emergency? If you are not getting any results, that is where Ube imposes state of emergency. MPP 2024 na omubibia apim. So far as Galamsey fight was concerned, to the extent say na Prof Eddie ne findings almost say on Fambradi Bayan, they hide it because indict a lot of people in the presidency. They hide it. They should have implemented almost hide it. And now 2020 up to 2024, no. Now they nothing they were able to do. So every single person was calling say state of emergency because the ideas Bibiano are pimp. The president, and you've been a sumano, Ebejina Hoka say, Akunta mining, Akunta company is not doing illegal mining. He told the whole world. Whilst us at that time, no, Erastus, Asare Donko, Eka say, it's a force. Even us is speaking, no, our reserve forest Akunta mining is mining. Us is speaking live, no, our reserve forest Akunta mining is mining. So what is the president telling us? Telling the whole world. Why? Are you a lawyer for Akunta mining? As a president, that is what you did. So the president never fought illegal mining. One kun Galamsey, one kun because na party in here ska you move video party here. Today, who can say me be the question when you at least we can credit this current president say ne 2 executives ya mention Omodino Iyoko Attorney General Trako Iyoko say they should be called and questioned. That one alone.
Have they been called?
Of course, yes. When Attorney General Yebisan Okanye or see what saying, they've been called and questioned. So when the docket Ebanwa, then he deal with it. The reason why Chama won't meet the bar when he was invited, he declined to the police invitation. The first one, he declined. When he declined to the invitation, it was a Omokofano. But these people never declined when they were invited. If it's plus, what happened to Charles Bisu? The president argued when announced Eddie or they find his buyer, or any expose. What happened? Or the common presidency, the president rejected it. The president didn't work on it. Or the presidency, they query Anas, Uncle for raw material, radambra, Uncle for Wimbra. He never acted. But with this, the executive, I have vice chairman, any organizer, or say Yoko, and Yoko and investigate you. That one alone, no, a year, Bibia are buying a minister of then or be fighting against Galamsey. So far as Galamsey is concerned, today, as I just read to you, the president is doing extremely well. 450 excavators, that is marvelous. That is marvelous. It is marvelous. Over 1,000 pumping machines. Yeah, they are charmer farmers. Chamfines, Omar Sizi, ya parking in as security one. So gradually, you be seize all the illegal equipment no moving in your parking. Whilst we are covering. Now, we share videos. We say wherever they stop the Galamsey, we try to reclaim the land. Once they use the excavators to be leveling the ground. Videos no people will be seeing. The level to reclaim. The level. It's true. It is expensive because say you see excavator, you hear low bed. Obey convey excavator no to where it will be packed. It is money because we tough well. It is a good low bed, so we need that money. Maybe I hear reclaiming. It is money. We need that money. I hear the social security forces. I hear the we need money for them. And who beside me brak Kasembi or Kasembi Wahasisia or say even what to say illegal miners are bribing some of the security forces, especially blue guard people, because they are paid 700. With a due respect, their pay is not 700.
Their pay is how much?
Their pay is not 700. I won't disclose it, I know, but their pay is not 700. You know, there is a law that
it's not up to the amount of money these Galamseyers are offering.
Oh, you cannot. But Galamsey, you know, so the minister, when asked that question, or say they change them, they change it almost periodically to avoid their year cargo. So you change it almost. So uwaha and da or chine you ko baby without telling you where you are going. And so be a wound there or no we are dealing that chine baba na wunni ho. Or say you change it almost. So in the wisdom of the minister.
Na dey na so no opinion no je.
Oh, but they na obeye. Uko ade chin uko wo de nisika ko. One man access. Why Jenisika? And forgive my word, why na Jimmy no? But I'm saying na ye Jenisika free. What am I say? And the minister na kan or say they are aware. Say BBC bit by the AC because of previous experience by the operation Operation Vanguard, Operation Cow Leg and Kono. We know what occurred. And the minister say Odiation lesson. And the all canon, the minister is aware. I'm a catch a briefing. Like I said, this is what they've been doing. And once they've been doing it will be difficult for you to bribe someone. What the man will be doing is
in your submission now can be say Mampenya Akufo-Addo time no there were some 9 forest reserves bia omokoye Galamsey or homo buy mo reclaim those forests but according to Erastus so no within some few months and must say over 44 forest reserves.
No, this is why he said, I have the Erastus or see over 44 reserves were destroyed. Yes, I have it, and I have their names. Over 44 reserves were destroyed, which include the 9.
Which in just these few months, on 20th July 2025.
That is the report.
In just these few months, Galamseyers have destroyed 44 forest reserves. The scale of the damage is deeply disturbing.
What you read,
according to Erastus,
yes, I know that was July's report from Erastus. But that 44, that 9 was part of the 44. Which is destroyed. And I'll give you their names as time goes, which the whole thing is destroyed. And Erasmus Carr said, out of the whole 44 has been destroyed excessively. But I'm giving you current date as at last month. I'm giving as at last month, that 9 out of the 44, 7, the whole 9 was reclaimed and they moved back to 2. And when they move back to 2, Erasmus will tell when they move back to 2, as at a month and a half ago, we reclaim the 2 back in August, September. And then when they reclaimed the 2, no, we put security. Yes, we put security on that 9 you're reclaiming and we put out of the 44. And the 44 has been protected by security.
Okay.
So read
what happened
news
to the
file.
rest?
No, I can read news file, Erastus comment on news file. Is it 9th? Just Enrich last week news file. No? He said it. So the 44 now security has been surrounded, almost surrounded the whole 44.
The whole 44.
Yes, including the 9. What am I saying? So there is that.
So the Galamsey cannot enter the 44.
Which the 9 is part of.
More declared as what security zone or something.
Yes, but the rest zone here only that 9 because now nobody can storm there.
Oh, okay.
Which is part of the 44. I will mention them as we are talking. I will mention the names of the 44 armor. Oh, until you cannot, nobody can enter there because now the Galamseyers, no, they were using machines. Now it was, these are the 9. Let me mention the 9 first. Jimira and Jimira.
Okay.
Extension. Jimira and Jimira extension. Afau Hills. Tan also in Ria. Offensive shelter belts. In Shiasu East. In Shiasu South. Subri. Stenyasu. Zizeri. You will correct me with the pronunciation.
Okay.
So these were the 9. Okay. It's part of the 44. But they were the red. And then the 44, as we are going, I will open the 44 and then read the 44. So today, as we are speaking, no, these 9, they are 100% safe. And then the whole 44, 9 less 44, the 35, no, they are also being surrounded by security. Into nobody have access to it. So far as fighting against the corruption is concerned, no,
especially in our forest reserve.
Yes, resource is being gradually.
It 44, you know, more reclaim. Are you in the process? What
no, the issue is that the 44 we are talking about now, as at last month, I'm giving you last month data, which is current. The 44 now, no, has been reclaimed. The 9 is 100%. That is 100. No 1. But you claim 1.
The 35.
Yes, you claim 1, they surround it.
Okay.
You move to 1, they surround.
Okay.
So as at.
So how many have you reclaimed in addition to the 9?
As at last month, no, we were aware between 15 and 18. As at last month, when we were brief, 50 to 18 has been.
Yes, but now,
more, if not all, are more. But the moment they reclaim it, it's just security.
Okay.
Because when you go back,
they will come back.
So we leave security.
Stubborn cats.
Yes, the moment you reclaim it, we leave security there. And see, I think, say, the government, so far as I'm concerned, is doing well. And on reclaimer, what they do is that they reclaim the land. Which simple means, we won't say, excavate videos, no. Almost trying to train.
Yes, and be mame.
Yes, almost to train Ariano. Feel. We won't say feel.
Okay.
Yeah, feeling. Only you see it bare land. To say plain and bare. Almost say feel.
Yeah, bare kakran and
or deliberate, we will plant trees. Almost say feel. This is what. But my expectation is that the opposition. When NDC was in opposition, we behave in a good faith so far as
more can say we had the 2 weeks betimi to Galamsey and the Galamsey fine kosi and move play good faith. On declare state of emergency, then most mobile affair I should mobo. And then I play good faith.
Mame.
Yes.
Do you know what is a good faith? Forgive me. Let me explain what is a good faith. That's why I'm quiet meet you. The good faith is that in 2017, His Excellency President Akufo Addo Nana Addo Dankwa declared here, all mining stand still.
For 3 months.
Everybody, including this house, supported him. The party NDC supported him.
Okay.
The party NDC presented policy documents.
Okay. To him. Okay.
Through his chief of staff.
Okay.
This is plus. Nobody can take it away from the NDC. Today, what we are seeing here, but resource, no. But today, on their side, isn't it a bad faith? That is where I'm coming from. If Sam George, Eka say, which I have it, me were various reports, Galamsey can be, that's the word he used, can be ended in 1 week. He did it, can be ended. He said it as a result. When he was asked, why? I say, the president should push. When the president push, I think, say, we will start yielding some results.
Nana mumpushi.
Are we not seeing results?
Now, say 2 weeks of trouble that 10 months money away.
No, hold on. But 10 months, are we not seeing results? That's the question. 10 months.
Me results.
But when you say Konyaku, a water plant or maybe.
Ma restore, okay.
You know. No, you know, or I'm not.
You are telling me.
Wow. Not even yesterday.
You are telling me.
And I'm telling you that as at Tuesday, it has been opening.
Okay.
As at Tuesday.
Okay.
And the activity level as at Tuesday was 200.
Oh, okay.
The word is 200, not in thousands. As at 200. Yes. 200.
So there is hope.
Oh, the hope is in the pipeline, of course. Mommy, this is in the pipeline, of course. What you are saying.
Okay, Ghana.
But you see, what we are saying, which everyday maker, menenana etna hadebia maker, is that opinion leaders in those areas, omokita 70% power to bring illegal mining to stop, even than government, because area bibria illegal mining and kosu ana abafom no is as a result of opinion leaders in those areas. So omoba na mo se mo mpene mo kogu omo so a ombejai. Omoba mo mpene mo kogu omo so ombejai. But say aban ebe konse gidi no odane no ho na omo akọ. Na mo as a result of some of them allegations are yet say they are involved. One, ebi mo so ejejeska. Two, na just say aban fight no. Na mo so mo fight opposite way. Edi tia fight ayeko. But so far as this fight is concerned, I think also sorry. Eastern regional chiefs because a dozen Western regional chiefs some areas a dozen and Ashanti regional chiefs some area a dozen. At least they should wake up. They should speak about it. They should. When they speak about it, because whilst they are pushing, the government is pushing now. So that things will be fine. Else, the government will do. Will struggle very hard before the government will succeed. And I'm also of the opinion, say omunyane yeti obidin, being it chief we should name and shame the person. So the whole world say maybe Chief Malik, Chief Adama is engaged in Galamsey. We should name. You name it any be wu on to me cause I'm quite sure say ya ti say o san shase o adi we ya wudi o. But man can we in it, season of the excavators, when the minister ye bisan okay or say Malik season of excavator ya ja to her. Ye name say the owners will come forward because excavators are expensive. Omeba say me excavator ni na ye hu say wo sorry for let wo na we Galamsey na ye hu say wo. But so far as those things wo for now na die nkrofo nyen share say ye de etiti omote. But ye be manyi nyina akọ ye be chom one by one ko park nye egu ho na excavators asa wo park no so. Master
Wood say because of how our mo handle Galamsey into we jai salad di. We jai salad di kura because say my dear salad nyina ye polluted.
Mami say ye parky all the excavators kakan parking na esan wo for that. Afi the tren omo be ba point out say me die ni. Okay. Me die ni. Na ehun say wo na wa to ma esi say onko say mo. So the reason why the president Eka say for now, it's not considering state of emergency. But security service and as a security advisors you will not even waste a minute. Okay. But per advice now, any brief now or the daily for now our fight is yielding results. Okay.
Meda CP ebusian for 100.9 and wason egua utieno nana amponsa bedi akon and was say I want to find out from the communications minister and this government we only have 30% shares in Telecel. So if we merge 80 and Telecel, are we going to still maintain our 30% shares or it will change? Nanamposa bedi ako edi na chiri no ba no say what is your panel member saying? If you choose to destroy 44 and turn around to reclaim 9, you say we should clap for you. This was what Erastus said when they were going round with this 9 forest reserves reclaim lies. Okay, and no dear Nanamposa bedi ako edi aba. Yeah. Baby aka
Oba who be sign the question about say also about TSM see Galamsey yeah no present backyard and also yeah but 2023 and you read it all right. This is my joy online. You said 2023. So relax. This is my 2023.
Yes. It started 11 July.
11th July it was out. I read it and I read 2025 when the security forces went and seized all those. I still read it, which I'll read it. Please.
Okay, let's go.
I said they are doing it in the backyard of the president. And I said the commander-in-chief, you only become the commander-in-chief if you are the sitting president. And this is my joy online, 19th July 2025. 2025.
Yes.
Illegal miners seize farmlands, pollute Blackwater tributary in Bole Bamboy. His own backyard, his constituency.
Yes, the Blackwater,
they've polluted it. You are here reading certain things that 2023 under your watch.
I read it. What is that? But they arrested them.
You didn't read it. You went to 2023.
I read that too.
Please, when you were reading, I kept quiet.
No problem. I will correct you.
Please. You came here talking about water turbidity level. I improve it. Then it's all sort of. Me say water turbidity level. And in here, Central Ayenswanu River has risen from 14,000 to 90 in 2024 to 94,000 in 2025. I'm telling you what is happening.
No, date. The date of this.
So you don't go online, Google it. I'm just telling you to Google. I just Google and took it off. That from 2024, it was 14,000. Just go, you see it on Joy Online. 14,000 NTU to 94,000. Look at the difference of your 10 months. Of your 10 months, you just go online. Oh, please. Your government that is doing well. This is Ayonzu River pollution forces Winneba residents to find new water source. They lived for, up to now, they are still not having water source within your 10 months. Then you are here saying, oh, yeah, dear, yes, is the excavator, and call baby, my sister. Who can Hanabisu? Hanabisu so called excavators. Excavators, or see, 33 out of the 40 excavators seized went missing. Or seized under 24 hours, 33 got missing. So that's why when I sat here, I told you, sir, I was even shocked you came.
98,000.
94,000.
Here he's saying 98.
98, okay.
He said 98,000. According
good,
to the Ghana
because mine is a bit.
3 weeks ago.
Is it that you are doubting the sources or what?
Oh, yes, I have to look at it.
But when you were mentioning, we were not pushing you to the source, but at least
it's good. I know
level of credibility. Say you won't lie. So what I say. So if you are questioning us, no, as you say, you're trying to run, no.
I have to look at the data. So it's.
You see, one thing I make clear, he came and repeated it the same.
Malik.
He came and repeated the same thing. Say, and MPP shouldn't talk. I want to play the devil's advocate. You come and do something different. So don't compare yourself to MPP. Immediately you do that, you are a failure. Anything I will see with the reset build to come and build the Ghana we want, and I say okay, budget. So don't go back to Adiana Osi Anye no. That's not the standard now. Let us raise the bar of your argument. Galamsey is getting worse. That's the word Erastus continue to use. He's not saying he's getting better. Or say he's getting worse. Nyamani ni na obet na ekika ni na no. Enukra na emami. The more reason why I see Galamsey yabe no politics. Because obet na nyama oka ni na is to defend your government. What in reality no, out there the situation is different. So what are you trying to protect?
I was specific. Be specific to us.
Galamsey, look, recently, obviously with the exception of Volta region and Greater Accra, Galamsey is basically in every region in Ghana.
It's not in northern region.
I said Galamsey is basically in every region in Ghana.
Any northern region.
Any northern region. Upper East. Upper West.
But that is not even true. I'll cross-check.
Among the 5 northern regions.
Upper West, I know Galamsey is going on.
Upper West.
That I know. Upper East, I know is happening. For my friends say nodding. For now, I don't have the evidence, so I won't speak to. But Savannah is ongoing there. So even the 5 northern regions now, I work on the crown. Savannah is happening. Upper West is happening. Upper East is happening. I have to confirm whether North East is happening. At least 3 out of 5. So don't come and sit and say as if say you are doing some remarkable way.
Yes, we are.
Nothing is happening. I'm telling you, all the things
dancing around.
All the things you've enumerated.
Specific. One. But you're just dancing around issue like that. I mentioned names, and I mentioned this. I give time. Be specifics.
MPP now see when MPP are nyashing Galamsey. Nyama now boss MPP was doing it. And now this crazy as achievement.
What was the MPP reclaiming lands?
No.
You say were we reclaiming lands? But part of the Galamsey areas now you're going. I wouldn't say maybe we reclaim land to a certain extent. No. You see, when it comes to Galamsey issue, I won't come and sit here and say we did a yeoman's job.
Okay.
No. As long as it causes us a defeat there, I won't say yeoman's job. That's who I bear. So that's what I'm saying. That they shouldn't use us as their yardstick. What did I say?
Okay.
We lost election. It cost us an election. And I also be improved situation. Bibia. And who the name was who say yam kwahwe ne omo ye omo chiche excavated na galam stop omo ko ha na omo kwada wo musa galam stop omo wura ha na omo kwada excavators and the excavators get missing and so who compare MPP there wow hana bisu so who challenge hana bisu na etwa ntro anya me say bring something novel nya mu kan ye wo mu manifesto mu nche na mu ye wo one person running away from mu manifesto. But when said the reality on the ground, hit him. Who person from gold to stabilize the city, and you careless about the health consequence near AC, the level of distraction. Sanko Erastus Facebook page. No call back, no go see, no go share nyama outro about how the level of distraction in your 10 months. Or see the level of distraction in your 10 months is worse than the 8 years. And they won't yet.
Read it.
10 months.
No, I just wonder.
But when I'm talking immediately, can I be having access to everything?
But I read it. I don't just say it.
Can I be having access to everything?
I give
first one now, Kaya. Unya kwenya okasa enu na makotwe evidence na che say black voter tribute in omo polluting na but you made it seem as if say Savannah region president region no Galamsey mpo enkoso wo ho enu na ma expose no
can you wrap up on Galamsey.
So all that I'll say is the NDC government is doing nothing new. They are just pushing chairs around and we are not seeing any improvement. 44. No wait to me claiming 9 out of it. I would say, so 44 no, was under your 10 months.
Thank you so much. Male.
Me that's be remind me. One name is funny. Me ready president a feature as at 2023, 11th July 2023. Omuye serious mind. And I me ready as at somewhere 3rd October. When the Security Council call season day so that work my type and date. I'm being specific. In terms of specific, so all of us can check. And omoko CZ Nema ewoho. So it started when you were in power. They didn't do anything about it. What I'm trying to say is that name us they claim one place near the security at all. They claim one place, no the security at all. What both of you read, I don't disagree. Because they are not everywhere. Movie ba. Baby on bedjeno, no the security. Into those areas are getting better than ever. But they cannot be in all those regions, exception of say 2-3 regions now, money and costume. They cannot be there at a go. So they are claiming coming gradually. So yes, ubet ready baby TBT level no is excessive because they've not yet gotten there. That's how come I read areas are Omoduho, Berikesi, River Tano, Ewa Tano so, River and Cobra, 2 places of the areas, Abba, my reading. That is how come Konyaku water supply and the BT level 9 then Abafo. That is what I'm trying to tell you. So far as illegal mining is concerned, the government is fighting and it's yielding results here then. That is what I'm telling you.
say on Galam say I was for 100.9 and I was so egua uteno na last on the leg I'm a person be adding a comment back quickly concerning movement for change Afafranto parties say a metamorphosis into United Party UP in short your friend UP plus because one just say UP party no harder than as you see one the name be akeke ka ho enti no na plus no enti UP plus Yera Lanche Matinka say mono or say it is a new dawn. Mali.
Me that's baby. Na Alan Cash. Of course, yes. He has changed the party from Afranfranto, right, to remind me the name, to
UP United.
Still Afranfranto.
The symbol is still
Afranfranto
Afranfranto.
is the logo. Okay, United.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the United.
United Party.
Good.
Or UP plus. Oh, that is it.
No, I agree with you. No. Well, I think say Obia, as the Constitution said, of course, per the law, no, is qualified to own a party. NASA, what meet all the requirements of the electoral commissioner. The electoral commissioner emano the green light to become at least to own a party because omiti all the basic. That why not? And if he's changing the name, he has a reason. Maybe he wants to brand it and brand it to a different name. But who is Alan Cash? I heard them, was it today? Metier, one former minister of Western Housing, and then Zongo minister under the first MPP. Then ba na kobona face. Metier no. And I interview no say na mo na say ya mamo amnesty say mumbra back. Now adena afi mum na you are reinforcing your party because or your key or party no. And I can say boni be na ya muma ya amnesty. Enchere omo boni o my because why you boni? And ya twen waso. And na ya ma ode ya pardon wo. Na boni be no no aye. And long ago no there and obema amnesty na. Dabi omo njinto. Because they thought say they can also win the incoming election. Okay. So they are building themselves, they are organizing and coming strong as a party to also win the 2028 elections. I said, well, so be it. Say, ABI, this is what you want to do. Another reason for more rebranding more party, well, we say we are waiting for you. So far as the election is concerned, we will see the smoothness level of everybody. But all what I'll say is I wish them well. They are nice gentlemen. The election will come on. Election is share ideas. And then the OWA, of course, people will buy into it. That is my stake on it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Come on.
For me, Afranfranto is not any. We need someone a certificate there, but it's not any.
I think they have, Anna.
They have now.
Jerry, do they have certificates?
So first now movement. Now they've
the movement for change, they have, but the UP no.
Okay, so they say there.
They have a professional certificate. Okay.
I don't take them to be serious, and I don't ever pray. Say in politics, people will take them as of the leaders, as role models.
Why are you saying that?
Yeah, because say who a political party. Now your basis of any time leaving the party and say who election now will be an wage party. That cannot be a good sign. Because democracy, there are two things: either you win or you lose. There were people and this is what called through SARS situation where we had Bidzidin, Gusitano and co all breaking away from NDC. But later they came back. And so what benefit under MPP from President Kufuor was served as a minister, ambassador. MPP 2 Asamba was served as trade minister for almost 7 years. Now what election akulusu. And your only escape to save yourself and say, we free party now, or be and chase you, And that's what we see party no free move, one or free move because of we lose the election. Certainly, such a person cannot be a role model to anybody doing politics. Who share Boniface? Boniface ebe MP, ebe minister, ebe pimen, and none of them can state one thing on because say party no an extra letter edi pamo. They went out on their own volition. But how am I going to take them serious? Because you see,
they are sacking. The party announces and mentioned their names.
Please.
There was a state, press state.
Those who supported,
the party never
did it.
No, they never.
Please listen to the party.
Please.
No, they did it. We heard it. It was news everywhere. When we read it, gave their names. Names no buyer. If like,
the party took that decision because.
No, I don't disagree with those ones. But when he said the party never wrote a letter, there was a letter. There was a reading.
Okay, sacking those who were supporting him. Them. Okay,
I'm talking of. I didn't talk even about their supporters. I was referring to Alan, any Boniface.
I thought so.
But granted, even let me use the supporter. The party's constitution is explicit. Said once you declare your support for any other person against the party's sponsored candidate, you automatically lose your membership. So, I don't think NDC and O2 are a member. But you know, don't party for now declare say who a party, you still say you are NDC member. Automatically you lose your membership. This is not ifs and buts. So, say eno ebane sana ye throw letter. Say wako dom different party and wako support a different party against the party sponsored candidate. Ye you frima. What I was trying to say is say any party nedi kan pamomo. They rather went before the party wrote a letter. That is the difference. I mean, person won't see us here. So Alan, they now also be a press conference announcing the decision that then also free party. He was still considered him as MPP. To the very moment or declare say we're forming a new political party. How can he be an MPP member? So I wish them well because how am I going to take them seriously?
Okay.
When the party, the whole Alan wire politics are check the crowd in an election. How do you want me to take? Well, how do I take such a?
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Malik Adama of the NDC, Ibrahim Kamaldeen of the NPP. Madam Munyasian Evie. I got some few minutes now. Yeah, did you make no eba ewie kra nti eja mame emma metie fo no so emre kakra na wo mo emo boso. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, eja mpacho di ni baby afrefi.
Mpacho Frank Naro ni o.
Yo, Frank yanko.
Yo, mami soja, awie ide nyamia sunje. Enka on papa. Mami say Alankash. Ona bo ba ko pe. Obonye ni tim. So betie mi Frank Naro. Mafutu a. On study kuku kaka. On fa bo NDC diano. Na de oye ni de. And everybody market a. Agadi formal mo mo politics o. On the papa agro and ni so. Anything and never Franco. And now the price I become. Afa Franco mu nam ho. Ahodi be no wa sande fra asa become ho. Obey that. Yes, then on fa ho bo NDC diano. Ana ma me papa bi. Ewo Osuka so. Otie papa. Mr. Famous Delek. Jisam.
Okay.
Every day, this FM program here. On funny, I'm going to Mr. Famous.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Good afternoon. Yo, ABC yanko.
You are Shama Kisa my bar. I will be Chamuna. Kisa Crasive. Lisa, say, Metisa MPP ni. Kase garamsi once a month. No makuma. Me patrol, sister. Why? Ena or man lances. I may call forest reserve. Me patrol. Not a many ho. Say more grand call for reserve. One of you mo say ya tobe okay. Ya tobe tiam. Muye team. Na imbo omani ye. Mo kasa too much. Mo so mo kagamsi asem. Em ya pa me MPP ekojia Madam, the boss show him. You come can
nso kwa ni video kare ahadan yameka ho
on council me that say good afternoon me ba cho di ni ba bia frefim
but well ni abema na amwa ku
yo na yanko
you ma mincha income na center man yewa ona wo ase da ko ene na ki obi a me chene di maso di man di party ene man gala ma me soja gala me say hu asem e be ka ne aka na china because this vocal clear say you talk about no from bakunya so a or the you know ma or the former ebe some gala me say no omo opposition no omo ka chere bi aban say only case state of emergency or we dey to gala me say bia adana mabane nso esai na gana water for to machine na muntu wana moye it say je papa de save ya me ani abanga illegal money inta muntu stop na le yewa la kama ndo de e manu no je say no so de party aba e biti bi sa si party go ti bi sa anye ye ne wonya sa beka ani se mi so okono obesi aba because so uko election na so worry ni na so de ani ya ndo so kwache won
medase pi good afternoon.
Fine afternoon.
Bajani mo yanko.
Ajani mo ni kasafiri wa fanko beria. The chiao na me chia number 2. Aya ba ya jambo. En kame national chairman de kan kam wadu. O ba den den ko for mu nyan chele haja safi Mohammed. Wona so ba for woman national organizer. Yo, dia mi kan yan se. Galam se de ka kwa yan wan pam je ni o. Why de je ni wu je bibia no wan fa je na kan wa nyede. Tede anofa awiamitia mu news bi ma tede ombaka so omuntu no tede wono ma hia nwa no omka tede yesere mu ya ne ka se muntu no yesere mu munyai wai na tede babia mutu ko no mutu ko dodo and there don't be secret between Galamse and them and the omo kan secret se be ya wo be jai ana mo ba tramantin so ya mfa won ne party dia wo de ba MPP ensuro wo de ase
Medase pe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH.
Me bacho Francis ni.
MAAME udem.
Yanko.
Nyame shira. MAAME me pacho nyame shira no ma wa hoden ne nkwatentin. Me chi ase de mafenyo amasa ma MP obo adwuma papa. Papa na obeka sa asese no se ofin amasa ma yen je de nim no papa bia wo.
Your friend come out. I'm your friend. I'm a Sama Bruni, NPP, one of the communicators.
And you make what's it there? Make
and I don't know be no. And I will be more NPP more Masama anymore. Francis.
Make us one man that your family on one.
What are you telling me?
Oh, man,
Kawasam the court. We and Tokwa Mema watching money, dear Yanko.
Yo, Mammy, NPP for Munya with today. Momo majo mama better. Ya ma frimpon boati won kasa mo ni sabe kan. Maka chese bu bu mo dey. And no the this do mama. E wo position ke kan. Mama mo ye bu. Mama ye ye bu de bia ye me bu to a. Ye mama ye ndi. Ye tna kuruma. Ama mo pe ku galamsi ke wo mama. Ene bu kan sa amata ma trade that ye no won. O tu mama tam. Trade that ye no won de ku aton. Mu tutu ton ye den. Ngofo wo ma bo ma wu asiso ma ni tika no ma ni bu yo ha na je bakete the party etika monto mboasi yo ma ma de bu amembo nda fefe ama mo anka ta na mo ma mbo and mo yes no party miske brebi ba dem pitu mbeti to time
medase pe kwa good afternoon
MAAME gada
good evening baby afrefi
FM Wendy one FM.
Yo, yanko.
Major West is a Dr. Baumia. On Neko. This need the hope. Because Bible be any how wapa once what's my winning president is that. I did the hope. And the delegate Yeman Quine now on sign the on sound code view. Chairman John Boy Dominus or Bar Secretary. Emilia NDC communicators say almost first MPP. I can't galamse asem. You be can na you be coach na. Sir, e brand na nado dan kwa kufado. Oku galamse an sunani eye clean. Ghana for bia ya ta say dia dafe. And this ni kurus. E ko ja galamse side. E ka tom say galamse no na nado dan kwa kufado. E jo manu aduane. Na nado do ko do. E de empon asem. Njo omu ba omba mama to galamse no. Omo na nado dan kwa kufado you no. on the sun when now I have to guarantee. And then the guarantee I West. I West. Ghana for say municipal state of emergency. Don't remember because they are on gold board no gold 20. And I had almost a declared guarantee.
Medase pi. I was here for Hani. I did you my day in Yenesia Sadaka Siankoma production crew Joe Dami Abdumajero Saj, my friend man, and I Safo Abdullah Dasmani. Wonyana no bomi chidom and Mammy did you my day ebesomo. May sorry sway Ula Michael Ebabe Jedra. No Waji and Tata Diakufie. Na me kan for ma se Kunlun Ghana Limited Wanda Roma Womo is Legona Champion Junction omoden ese obeko ho no mo ne ha bia se bema entimi ma wunyina wonan so yie no ana se mpo no ha bia aba beto odwunso twa mu no ama eniema nkoyie ma prostate disorder prostate problems no se fakodan Kunlun Ghana Limited wate omo onu nwanwaso ya wo de beje wo bema wo premature ejaculation ana se wo low sperm count what is over Bora Kunlu for woman just you be I ben warm. Now I quite won some watch a woman. Open so swag of pharmacy, a chemical shop, ne heba shop be a ben warm. The super Kunlu no a boama low sperm count and a home come one on what in Bemo. Aha, one bemobi. We are banner with which you call some IBC Basa. Araba Bazin person so a bebo ye pers yes you come up. And now for be a BP, I was so intimate ma from that. My own sanka kin tablet. A bay on where you ma come up. Let me aboa. This way chocolate drink. You will hear we you so share. Specialized natural mineral water. Abujunsio. Best Point Savings and Loans Limited. Sika krabi abetimi do sika akoto no na wakofi akoda na ho. Sika da ho won nwene kra. Because so how be aba enka no. Medin MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO. Wait me a friend BMZ one woman gada mami soja. And I say BIAMAH brofo de. Oh friend me a meje osototo. Eno ani medin. Me nem di dwumadi ho chiame. Edo ase se wonso betai mechi beboa me emedwumadi akoso jojo abawie ye pa. Nyame nkoso enhyirawo. Onka wo ho omo ho ba no nye wakoma so ade nyina ema weekend mu na ye kwa akowura no. Esrew hwe ho so yie na wo hwe ho so yie e wo wiase mu a obenyini ache makra